And we're live.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to another coffee table discussion on this channel, Script Corners. Today, I am joined by Latvian Dragon.
Visiem.
I am joined by
Hello, man.
Yeet. And we're also joined by the fighting expert, or as he's calling himself right now, Deuce Volt.
Hello.
And today we're going to be talking about the good stuff in Disney Star Wars. And we all really hate Disney Star Wars overall. We think it's like the dark ages of Star Wars. And we all wish we could just return back to 2008 when it was all nice and dandy.
Yeah.
But we have some nice things to say about it. It's not all bad. And we also have more guests coming in. We got viewer and YouTube Emperor.
Hello.
Welcome.
Hello, YouTube Emperor and Poop Dealer. Oh, no, Poop Dealer sounds stupid. Crap Dealer.
Hopefully we can stay positive during this little discussion.
It's gonna be hard.
Disney.
I will not give any guarantees.
Wow, you actually have a good mic now.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, it's the same mic. I just put it on my laptop, so it works better
beautiful.
on there.
Makes too much sense. All right.
Jedi Fallen Order. Let's talk about Jedi Fallen Order because that was pretty good.
Yes.
Well, I recommend that we just go in chronological order.
Okay,
yeah, so
from Star Wars
okay.
Rebels all the way to Mandalorian.
All right. Okay.
Rogue One first thing.
Okay. Okay, the first one gonna talk about is Rebels, since it came out in 2014. Then we're gonna focus on Rogue One, that came out in 2016. Then probably focus also on Solo, but that's questionable if most of us like it or not. And then we're gonna focus on The Mandalorian. Okay. I also hear that.
All right. It's Poop Dealer. Fix your mic, Poop Dealer. You got echo.
I also hear this coming from
I can't
you.
fix it.
Whatever. Okay.
So anyway, Star Wars Rebels.
I think season 1 was. I saw it when it aired on Disney XD. The best episode by far was the season finale. The last 2 episodes. I hated
I
how
thought the best episode was the one where Ezra went to the Jedi Temple.
Oh yeah, that one was pretty good.
Yeah.
Except when you see Yoda.
Yeah.
I mean,
no, not
again, everybody
Yoda.
hates the Yoda design, but he actually has some really good moments in the show. Like,
Yes.
like excusing, I gotta turn up Fighting Expert. He's quiet as hell.
All right.
I mean,
Okay.
overall style in Rebels is kind of crappy, but if you ignore it, Yoda's actually really good in the show.
Yeah, I
I'll
liked
give
how he got his lightsaber and stuff.
Yeah.
The-
all right.
Now, one thing I
vision of
have
Kanan dying was pretty good.
Yeah.
What was that?
But one thing I appreciate about Rebels and the way that Dave Filoni ran the show is that it was only seasoning. It wasn't anything too important, and it just focused on one thing, and that was freeing Lothal from the Empire.
Yeah, I can agree with that to an extent. I
Yeah.
think
All right.
it focuses really heavily on the beginning of the Empire, which is kind of a turnoff.
The rise of
the
the Empire.
beginning of the Rebels, yeah.
Yeah, sorry, I'm stupid.
It
And,
doesn't-
in doing that, it kind of makes the Empire seem incompetent, but you know what? We're
Oh,
getting
yeah.
on track. Good stuff.
That's
Kanan.
All right.
Oh yeah, Kanan's cool. Kanan,
Great character.
Okay. All right.
Kanan is the
Okay.
best character Disney has made.
Fuck's sake.
Would you say, Levian?
All right. I'm getting sick of people just cutting me off.
Oh, sorry.
Like, I try to say something, and one of you just says something else. Okay, I hate to be the one that complaining about this shit, but all right. I'm gonna first talk about the designs. Most of us agree it does look like a grounded.
Yeah. So
a downgrade from TCW, but
Yep.
but the faces are an improvement because the TCW, most of them look blocky because they tried to mimic the 2003 series.
like the facial expressions, you mean?
Yeah,
I don't know.
yeah.
Maybe.
And some of the one of my nitpicky complaints is about the Phase 1 clone trooper helmet look design in the TCW. They finally fixed it in Rebels. It actually looks like it came
Yeah, from the movie.
looks like from yeah.
I don't know. I really like the design of the clone helmet from season 1, but that's just me.
Hmm.
Well, yeah. Back to what's his name, Kanan Jarrus. Great character.
Kanan is probably the
Or
Kidding's
Caleb
like it.
Doom.
Yeah, him too.
Yeah.
Same character. Same thing.
They also got they also got the real voice for Emperor Palpatine. Unlike in season 6 when
Wait, they did?
in TCW there was an actor that
In
sound
TCW. They didn't. They for some reason Ian McDermott didn't want to return for TCW.
he did voice him in the TCW movie, but in the show was a different one. Then that actor died, and in season 6 it was replaced with Tim Curry. Oh no, it was Tim Curry.
Yeah. It is Tim Curry. Yeah.
Yeah.
He did a pretty good job, but at times it sounds a bit off. Is my
Yeah, he
complaint.
sounded. He played the part of a sinister Palpatine better than the previous actor for Palpatine in TCW.
Abercrombie. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
agree.
Yeah, I think Palpatine's little cameo in what was it, Rebels? I think the voice actor did a good job.
Yeah.
Although
Who voice acted him again? In Rebels.
I don't remember.
Ian McDermott.
Really?
Oh wow, I didn't know that. Good.
Yeah. Okay, first let's.
I gotta look this up now.
Okay, what other characters you guys liked?
I liked
Yeah,
Hera.
Hera's
She was cool.
I thought
Oh,
Ezra
yeah.
was meh. I do not like the voice actor at all.
I hate Ezra so much. I cannot describe my hate for Ezra.
He's not annoying.
Who is it?
I don't hate the voice.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
It is Eamon. What do you know?
Well,
He was in Siege of Lothal, Wolves in a Door,
Yeah.
World Between Worlds, and Family Reunion.
Yeah.
As well.
I also like. Continue.
Well, to me, Ezra, he isn't my favorite Jedi, but he's on the bottom of the Jedi of the list of the Jedi I like.
One character
I kind of find him. Sorry.
Okay. One character I like is Zeb. Mainly because he's voiced by Steve Blum, but I don't know, his design looks pretty cool.
Um.
And his
Hmm.
I like
backstory
when
is
they leave
interesting.
Zeb's homeworld, like the journey to his homeworld.
I like serious. I like Zeb when they take his character seriously. I don't like Zeb when he's just making jokes because his jokes are really
Yeah.
unfunny.
I agree.
I will say like Kanan's humor and his interactions with Hera are like really well done. Probably some of the most natural dialogue in the show.
And also, it shows that like they're actually in a relationship. Watching it with
Yeah.
my fiance, I'm just like, this is actually hilarious.
Yeah, they're great. And like an entire show about them, that would have been fantastic. But now we gotta have Ezra. I personally find Ezra like the most boring arc in the entirety of Star Wars. Just like but you know, there are some great moments with him. Him like, you know, him coming to terms with not being able to save Kanan is a really good moment, even if it's in World Between
Yeah.
Worlds.
Also, you're really gonna call his arc boring? Yet there's a character known as Rey Skywalker.
Well, see, she doesn't have an arc though, so that
Yeah, Rey doesn't
count.
have an
Now-
arc. It's not really.
Well,
One-
it kind of is an arc. It's a barely
She
an arc.
becomes a scavenger who is overpowered to a Jedi who is overpowered.
And then she became a granddaughter of Palpatine.
Then
which-
she became a Skywalker. Oh, God, sorry,
Now,
Ezra is
one-
for sure better than Rey. That's no doubt.
Yeah.
All right,
Yes.
this might get me hated by all of you, but one of my favorite arcs dealing with Ezra is when Maul was on.
Yeah.
I like.
Yeah.
Which one?
Just all of it.
Oh, I mean, I like Maul in Rebels. I think he's decent.
I like
Yeah,
the Ben
but-
versus Maul fight. That was probably the best fight in the entire show. It's
Yeah.
genius.
anybody
Oh
want to
yeah,
address
that fight is
what Zero
that
said?
fight is probably that's like the best moment in Rebels, and it's one of the best moments in like animated Star Wars.
Yeah.
And I mean, Rebels has some really great scenes mixed with some really bad episodes. Like, what do you call it? The one where the Ahsoka and Vader confrontation.
Twilight
Oh,
of the
yeah.
Apprentice.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't really like those episodes, but I love Vader versus Ahsoka, and I love the moment where Ahsoka
Oh, yeah.
realizes that Anakin is Vader.
Mm-hmm.
Most moments with like Clone Wars characters are. I like the idea how they use Clone Wars characters, but there's some moments they use not as good. Like bringing back the clones, that was great. That was great. I wish they
Mhm.
used Rex from the
Yeah.
beginning.
Rex in that Clone Wars homage episode is actually really good, but I wish
Yeah.
they used him to greater effect.
Yes. I love.
I mean, like the PTSD that he has with yelling out Cody's name when he thinks he's back in the Clone War. Like that's really cool. I just wish they did more with that.
I wish Cody showed up in TCW. I mean, Rebels.
I wish
An arc
Cody
with
showed-
an arc with Rex and Cody.
It
Yeah,
would be
I
cool
think
to
that
see
would have been interesting to
confrontation with
watch.
them again, but I'm glad we got something similar to that in season.
You
7.
guys stop making me spit my coffee whenever I check YouTube.
Why? Oh, for God's sake, Replica.
Replica, this doesn't involve you. It doesn't involve you. Replica, it doesn't involve you. Get out of the VC. All right.
I was drinking. I just found back one of my like old favorite childhood games. And then I see Coffee Table Discussion Part 2. Good things about Disney Stars era. It wasn't even warned. All right.
Well, to be fair, Replica, you've only seen The Force Awakens.
Yeah, partially.
Yeah, we didn't think this would be your area of expertise.
Well,
It's a new hope, dude. I don't know what you're talking about.
I understand that. I mean, I don't really think the movies have much good of anything. So
We're not talking about the movies. We're talking about the TV shows, the games, everything.
You know anything besides the movies?
all right. Well, I would say
Well, we can also talk about the good stuff in the movies,
I would
but
say,
there's not much of that.
Rebels is probably the best they've put out.
It's kind of what we're talking about right now.
Like, I haven't seen Rebels, but it looks like it's not terrible. Like it looks like decent.
Mhm. It's like it's below average, I'd say.
Like
4.5.
I looked at some of the Thrawn scenes and I thought like they handled this character decently.
Yeah, I mean,
Well, he's not.
his personality traits are really well done. It's just that he's not very competent as a commander, and that's really
Yeah.
unfortunate.
Like, I mean, I don't think having him like be very competent was ever going to be in the cards with how shows like that tend to be anyway.
Yeah, I mean, That's kind of the thing with Rebels. It's like everything that's very good about it, there's like a kind of a caveat. Like, yeah, Thrawn is a very good character in terms of his traits, but he's not very competent. Yes, Kanan is a very good character, period, but he doesn't get a lot of great moments because he's not the main character of the show.
Yeah.
Yes, World Between Worlds is a great episode for Ezra's character, but the plot is terrible.
Yeah. I guess I don't really have that much to say. Like you are right. Like it's I mean, there's a good reason why I never saw them. Like you guys know, like it's they murdered the expanded universe. Like, well, to be fair, it wasn't exactly me who made that decision. Like, it was the right decision, but my uncle basically sat me down for like half an hour, and he was like, "They killed everything that came before this. Whatever bullshit they're gonna pull out now is not canon. Do you understand me? Do you understand?" Yeah. He's a pretty cool guy, but it's
Pretty cool. He just saved you.
Oh, definitely. Like it's.
Hey, I'll be right back.
I just think he had the. I think he had the right idea all along. Like just the whole, like Disney, like they already played their hands when that happened. Like it was just like, oh, we just bought Star Wars. Also, everything that like came before that was not George Lucas dead. Like it was kind of obvious. Anyway, Airborne, you were saying words, so I'll just
words.
Continue with that.
Okay.
All
right.
On a more superficial level with Rebels, the music is actually really good, which is surprising.
Yeah, the main theme is amazing.
Okay.
I don't know about that. I think the Kanan's like his theme and like his death, like really good music. There's a lot of good music in season 4 with like all the weird Force stuff going on, and the music is very like kind of chilling whenever Maul's around. Some good stuff there.
Yeah. Okay. One of my favorite episodes is the Ghost of Geonosis or something like that was called.
Yeah, I like those ones.
Yeah, and because Disney Canada made that decision of wiping out Okay, it was just a weird.
I like this episode of Saw Gerrera.
Yeah, Saw Gerrera was a really good addition to Rebels.
Yeah, even if he.
Was Saw Gerrera made by George Lucas?
No,
he was first introduced in TCW,
and then he was in his live action. He appeared in live action in Rogue One.
Yeah. Because like when I looked at his character, I just sort of, his design like says crazy black homeless man, except not homeless. So,
he's not quite like that in Star Wars: The Clone Wars.
Yeah, well, like I don't know about that because I've never seen the full thing, but it's I don't like he was just one of those things that I just looked at. I had no idea, but it was kind of interesting to think about that he was actually part of the Clone Wars, which means that he was probably. Well, I guess I should just look up a picture of him. That's not too spoilery, right? Well,
no, they won't.
Saw Gerrera, unless he like looks the exact same, and if that's the case, then I'm gonna make fun of Rogue One. Let's see here.
What the
No,
fuck?
okay. I don't think. This is a really lame joke, but I don't think that this is it. All right. Mm-hmm.
All right.
What is his name?
Anyway,
Saw Gerrera. What is it? Sal Gerrera?
Saw Gerrera.
As in Saw as like a hacksaw, and then Gerrera, Gerrera.
All right.
Okay.
Oh, I see. It's Guerrera. Yeah, that makes sense. Oh, that's what he looks like. Oh, I think I might have actually seen that guy in the show.
He's in season 5, and I only got to season 3.
Well, I did. I said I might because a lot of the not to insult the Clone Wars, but a lot of the character models are similar in Clone Wars.
Shut up.
I
Shut up. Shut up.
Relax. One thing I have to say that's kind of weird about Saw Gerrera in Rebels is like his last appearance is in season 4 when he's like he looks a lot closer to his Rogue One old guy appearance.
Which
But like
yeah.
But like the thing is, isn't he supposed to be like old and decrepit and slow? Like he's kind of running around like a madman in Rebels.
Yeah, one thing. Yeah, that's one of the. Thanks to the brilliance of KK, that's why it feels awkward.
What do you guys think about Sabine?
Lame.
I'm back,
well,
and I actually
well,
enjoy
okay,
Sabine.
okay. Let me finish. Sabine is not a Mary Sue. Compared to Rey, she is not.
No.
So Cosmo,
Can't do
if
that.
you
She's
can
a
just
lot
go
more flawed.
fuck
She's a
yourself.
lot more flawed than
Oh.
Ray.
Yeah,
You guys
she's
are watching
not
the video.
She couldn't be more Mary Sue unless she also had force powers, which I wouldn't be surprised now.
Well-
You guys.
Okay, continue, fighting expert.
I actually have no problem with Sabine. Like her
fuck.
arc throughout the entire show actually makes sense.
I think in seasons 1 and 2, she's just really flat as a character, and her sort of like closed off nature is pretty forced. But then seasons 3 and 4, she's actually a good character.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Once
I
that
think-
haircut
I think her interactions in
happens,
seasons 1 and 2 are really cliche and sterile.
Yeah, question. What do you guys think of the villains, the
Mm.
Imperials,
I really
and
like
the
the Grand
Inquisitors?
especially
All of
the
them are
voice actor.
incompetent.
In terms of their personality, besides the stupid Walmart brand Inquisitors from season 2, they're really well done. Like the Grand Inquisitor from season 1, really cool dude, just in terms of his personality, his
You
mannerisms,
guys know?
his
I'm
physique.
pretty sure he's voice acted by somebody big.
Wait a minute. Isn't the Grand Inquisitor from season 1, isn't he like the same species as the guy who says thousands of battle droids?
He's like Utapau. He's Utapau. I don't know. He's from the people from Utapau. I forgot
Yeah.
the name.
Oh,
think,
he's the.
Maybe.
No,
Are
he is.
you guys watching
Oh.
a video? Because I.
Oh no,
Oh no,
we're
we're
not.
just having a discussion.
Okay.
All right. Oh hey, Stain. Someone who said he won't be on this discussion. Nice to see you here.
Probably won't. I
Sup,
don't
Ed?
think I will.
no. Do you
Oh,
want
yeah.
my opinion on the Inquisitors?
Yes.
Flying with my lightsabers, boy.
Oh, fuck my ears.
Oh
Now-
my. Replica.
The Inquisitors.
I need to stop doing that. Put my mic in my face. Bullshit.
The Inquisitors on paper, they make sense because it would be a lot easier hunting down Jedi and getting rid of them with turned Jedi that are very, very weak Sith.
Helicopter lightsaber.
The issue was how corporate Disney wanted the Inquisitors ran.
Yeah. And basically,
What do they want?
Or they just killed them off.
yeah.
Ah,
Yeah, I heard this from Cool Man. How he said how like Disney at first Disney made Filoni kill off the Grand Inquisitors, so he had to create the two new Inquisitors. But then the reasons why all those Inquisitors die in the end of season 2 is because they want to make room for Maul. But then for some reason they also decided to get rid of Maul 2 for Thrawn. So it's just a
Yeah.
whole bunch of jumble.
Yeah.
Well,
Oh,
pretty much how
okay.
it was is. Sorry, but
All right. Okay. Well, one complaint is that Sabine's hair. Sabine's hair in season 1 is the best one. The rest just look off. Especially the blue hair.
Are you wearing
Yeah,
the,
maybe.
Are you wearing the purple hair? Yes. Then you deserved it.
Oh,
Deserve what?
Yes, it looks pretty good in season 1, and it looks decent in season 4.
Punishment.
But yeah, it's just kind of an eyesore in seasons 2 and 3.
Yeah. What
The
you
only-
guys?
The only good hair coloring is like crimson red at the top of your hair.
Yeah, that's the closest one.
Yes.
Another thing I'd say about Rebels is that it actually has pretty good cinematography. Better than I remember when I rewatched the show.
Everyone's gonna start uploading cinematography again.
no.
Yeah.
cinematography.
Alright.
Yeah, you seem to like that a lot.
I do.
Like,
He uploads the entire series in the anomaly.
I mean, I don't blame him.
It wasn't the
Cinematography is
entire
great.
series, only the best shots, in which there are a lot.
it's always amazing to me how that can be done. Because if I were to make a review for the prequels or something like that, I would bring it up, but I would just be like, "Hey, look how amazing everything looks. It's amazing. Did I tell you it's amazing?" And you're like, panning, crop, camera, shot, the juxtaposition with blah blah blah. Like it's just
Yeah.
Depth
Alright.
of field.
Yeah, I mean, like it's not as good as the Clone Wars. It's never gonna be as good as the Clone Wars in terms of its shot composition or whatever you want to call it. But it's pretty good. You know, it's
Yeah,
Sure,
but I
okay.
don't like it because there's no
I
practical
have-
effects. So, meh.
I have a hard time believing that anything in the Clone Wars can even try and match up with Episode 3.
oh no, it's not as good as Episode 3. It's
Okay.
pretty good though.
Alright. Wait. We still have okay.
You can argue
Okay.
about how the stormtroopers and rebels are incompetent because I can agree with you on that. But they did have some good Imperial pilots.
Oh yeah, the
Mm.
pilots and rebels are actually like really good, and it's kind of uncanny.
They put
Like I
on-
remember in one episode, they blow up an entire rebel transport.
Yeah. They're just so good. Okay.
The one I think about is more like I think like the season finales are like are some of the best episodes, or at least they have most of the best moments.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the space whales moment in season 4
We
is
don't talk about that.
weird.
I don't know. I also like that episode.
Everything
It's
about the
pretty
finale-
gr-
everything else is actually good. Like I'll admit that it's a good episode. But the space whales, it's like where they like program
Bro.
like to like infiltrate the atmosphere and grab the star destroyers and just pipe
Ezra just
them to
told
some
them.
random location. Like what was that
Yeah.
all about? How does that-
So it's
Show
actually
it.
something kind of hilarious if you want me to explain.
I do want you to explain.
Okay, so there is a force power. Anakin actually had this before he became Darth Vader, but
Animal friendship, yeah. Or
yeah,
peace
you
control.
could
Is hatred for sand?
control and tame
Oh, beast control.
animals.
Yeah,
So
beast control.
Ezra actually has that.
What are we talking about?
Beast control. If you all think
Uh,
back to episode 2 during the arena scene, that's what he used. Yeah, I know what you're talking
Alright.
about.
Yeah, but
Okay.
beast control isn't that as powerful as that. It's like you control one creature. It's not just
Like that,
a whole barrage of animals. Just
Well,
storming.
it's Disney. You gotta make some exceptions.
I love that scene. Like I kind of assumed that it was sort of a combination of the Force and Anakin just being good at his job, but it is
I just assumed the bow. I just assumed both of them was stupid and easy to tame.
now that I think
I
about
find it
it,
insane how Thrawn survived.
now that I think about it, it really is something that we don't think about. Anakin just kind of tames the large beast thing.
Forgot.
Like it's kind of interesting. Like nobody ever talks about that. I don't think. Like it's just sort of something that happens. Well, it's not surprising because
It ruined the lore.
yeah. Like I'm sure that some people were. That might have like actually genuinely inspired stuff like How to Tame a Dragon. Like I'm not saying entirely, but
These guys.
I really
Well,
hope
which
that
is
strong
kind of
unit
funny
survived this
because
season's
it
fourth
was
battle.
what
one
the
of the force powers that
Oh.
George actually made.
Yeah. Oh, it's a force
Alright.
power. There's nothing to discuss. It's a force power.
Oh, for God's sake.
Alright.
Jeez.
What is it left?
Hold on, Labian. I will mute myself again so the echo isn't too badly.
Yeah.
So, like, what does everyone think about like DJ from TLJ?
Oh no.
No, not
He's-
DJ.
No, he's a
No,
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 you're not
no,
there
no,
yet.
He's like
Shush, shush.
The only character I like from that trilogy.
I hate DJ so much. It's
BB-8. BB-8.
I have an unhealthy hate for DJ. I
Why?
dislike him so much.
Why?
He's an
Look,
interesting
look,
so
concept,
cliche.
and-
Airborne,
Let's just recap
look,
Cancer
Airborne,
Bite.
Airborne.
Oh.
He looks drunk all the time. He's ridiculously overpowered. He is the only character in the series that was able to resist Ryan Johnson's terrible dialogue and actually have something that's like half decent.
Okay,
He's obviously the best
he was
character.
like the
no.
one
Let's think about this real quick. Okay, so
Mhm.
they're stuck in jail, and the one person, Maz Kanata was specific, the one person who could get him onto that ship is
Not
like it's out of
perfect.
their
I'm
reach.
just saying he's
So they
the
just-
only thing I genuinely like.
Another guy
because he
who
had
could do the
only
exact same
Okay.
thing.
genuinely decently executed thing.
Yeah, but like, wasn't the point of
Apart from
it
his
was
introduction and his ending, the middle portion.
Oh my
was
God! Who
okay.
decided to have 10 people on the
Well,
table discussions? Was it?
wasn't the point of it being that he was spying on them, and then he decided, oh yeah, I'm actually a translator, I can actually help you, but that was just a trick so that he could sell them out, and well, he'd get rich, they'd get killed.
All right.
Nah,
Still,
Some of
They
them
were
were good.
good.
Others were nah.
Eh,
I
they're
mean,
fine.
the thin lightsabers are just terrible in general. But there's some duels that are cool, like Ahsoka versus Vader. That one's cool. Some of the
Hold
Yeah.
the phone. Hold the phone. Hold the phone.
oh, fuck's
Um,
sake.
Mr. Deus Volt. Wait, what the fuck? I mean, the fighting expert just said that they were good. So everybody, shut up and listen to his epic
point.
reasoning.
Wait,
No.
wait, one more thing. I have something to tell. That did you know that DJ and Frankie Four Fingers have the same actor?
Freak.
Yes.
Wait, they're the same actor?
Yeah,
DJ and Freddy Four Fingers
Frankie Four Fingers from Snatch.
from Oh. Really? They
Yes.
look nothing alike.
It's
alright.
because it's because in Snatch he's a Russian and he's a Russian gangster with 4 fingers, and in TOJ he's some drunk Mexican guy.
Oh no.
Oh God, he's. Holy fuck! I didn't know. Okay, thank you, Joey. No wonder you like him.
Slime Boy has like all of the Easter eggs. He would win in Jeopardy.
Alright, so with the lightsaber fights in Rebels, there are a couple that are good, but not that good, and it's very obvious, so I don't need to point them out. But when it comes to like the Inquisitor fight, the spinning lightsabers, yes, in a fight, that is actually very, very, very useful.
Yeah, but
They do look pretty stupid when they fly.
the lightsabers don't make any sense.
All right, so I will back up my good friend here by saying that if you remember in episode 3, we have we have
Grievous with his spinning shit.
yes, he spins the sword.
Okay.
So that's
Uh,
a good
that's-
idea.
Spinning is useful, I'll admit that, but it doesn't make any sense. That should not be possible for a lightsaber to do.
True, wouldn't
Yeah.
it like tear your wrist off?
No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying like, so the kyber crystal is at the center of the blade, and so you would have to have the kyber crystal like sending energy up. Then you have the ignition, and then the lightsaber comes out.
How much weight does a lightsaber
but
have in the
spinning
first
around
place? Because
in
it
this,
needs
like-
to carry a person. If it needs a lot of weight, if it's gonna
Yeah.
carry a person.
Well,
What if you
also,
just
here's-
attach 2 lightsabers to a stick that spins?
Here's the thing. Even in EU
Uh.
and Disney canon, in order to have a double-bladed lightsaber, you need 2 kyber crystals.
Yeah, but that's not even my point though, because it's like your lightsaber just can't spin like that. Like the kyber crystal needs to be directly sending energy out and through the
What
blade.
if-
You can't do that if it's like perpendicular to the crystal.
What if like you reforge or like cut the crystal so like it's circular instead of rectangular, so you can send light through it and spin it in any direction?
That would work. It's just
That
not
would be
what's
like
happening.
a walking bomb. Because
Now, here's the thing. It would make a lot of sense if Disney kept the synthetic crystals that the Sith used. That's why they had red lightsabers.
Yeah, I guess.
Because you could
It's,
make a
little
synthetic
bit fucked.
crystal,
They're-
run it along the circle in the lightsaber so that it's like a thin layer. Then you would have a constant lightsaber. Then you would have to
Okay.
just run an energy through with an energy
Alright.
conductor through with an emitter, and then voila.
Yeah.
All right.
I hear what you're saying.
All right. Okay, I'm going to bed mainly because my dad just says he can hear me even if I'm fucking downstairs. Serious, how the fuck he can hear me? All right.
He has,
Alright.
he has like a little thing connected to his ear.
They can
All
always
right.
hear, my friend.
We'll
They
see
can
you next
always
time,
hear.
Latvian.
All right. Stop whining.
Goodbye, Mr. Latvian man. We will continue in your memory. I mean, honor. One of the
Yes,
three.
All right.
Goodbye, Lat.
Alabnakt visiem.
Ah. All right. I assume.
All right,
that's-
now we can talk all the shit we want. All right, he's a real piece of shit.
Fuck Latvian. I hate him so much.
Dragons are overrated. I understand.
Yeah.
Hey,
Latvian Dragon is the most disappointing thing since my son.
Latvian doesn't deserve rights. That's all I'm gonna say.
yeah,
Stop
he's
it.
alive. We don't care about the living ones.
All my
You're
homies
over
are
here.
Latvian.
two things that don't deserve rights: women and a Latvian dragon.
Women.
Yeah,
You guys
Oh,
are mean.
What
We're gonna
about
get banned off the internet again?
What about-
Ban Latvian?
what about female Latvian dragons?
Those
Well,
work.
they're female, so they
Oh.
automatically don't have rights.
They both cancel each other out.
it's a no pointer.
No, they just don't even exist.
Just cease to exist. They just
And
change
some
genders.
people say there are no Latvian dragon women, and Latvians just pop out of the ground.
He just ceases to exist. Like
Gone. All right. Anything
You're-
more to say about Rebels?
You're undead
No.
dragon supremacist.
Yep. See how
A six.
Considering it's made by Disney, I will give it the default score of minus 5,000.
All right.
That's
I guess
reasonable.
that means we're moving on to the dreaded Force Awakens.
The CGI
a
is
nostalgia
good.
bait
That's one.
piece of shit.
The CGI is pretty good. The acting isn't that terrible most of the time.
Yay, superficial things. We don't
BB-8
care.
is actually charming. in
Coop,
this.
viewer, back away from your mic.
There is one.
Or his
aspect about
mic is made
Arcade
out of
Base.
poop.
Simon Pegg is in it.
Oh no!
That makes it worse. I mean, to be fair, Simon Pegg does a decent job.
Yeah.
He's actually a good actor. overall.
Yes, he's a good actor. He's just a prick.
How the fuck would they have him play? How the fuck would they have him play Ray's dad instead of like I don't know, like the real character?
Because the movie.
Let's have him play. I wanted Simon Pegg as Hux.
Oh yeah, he would have been excellent actually, and
the-
it would have been able to allow me to like project my hate for him more, and it would have also made like the scenes where he plays Hitler like better because then like we would be able to like use that shot as like a screw you situation.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to hate on Hux when he's played by the lovable Domhnall Gleeson.
Yeah, he was
That
like
guy.
Fred Weasley or something, right?
Yeah, I love those guys, the twins from Harry Potter.
Yeah, he was
I am evil.
Charlie.
I scream at the top of my lungs, so I am evil.
This is the last day.
I will say,
Play the Nuremberg speech.
Poe's
Steve.
introduction is not bad
Mm,
until
Yeah,
he starts
yeah.
shooting down his comrades. The whole scene where his comrade dies and there's blood on him, I think that's done pretty well. But the moment
you talking about Finn?
yeah. Oh,
But then he
yeah.
starts
Did I say
murdering all
Poe?
his friends
God.
like the next second later.
You're right. Poe is like the only good character in the whole sequel trilogy.
I don't even say he's good. I just say he's okay. I
How
like
dare
it.
you say anything good about Ray? Oh my
Well,
god!
the thing with Poe is that like he looks like he could be in the Star Wars movie. Like most of the characters don't. Like John Boyega doesn't. Ray doesn't. Like they all. Well, I mean, I guess John Boyega could be like some random like extra.
Just because he's black? Wow.
John
Oh
Boyega.
my
Wow,
God.
replica.
Well, look, they obviously hired him because he was black, so it doesn't even matter. But
Yeah.
it's like the point is that like
This is some sexism going on here.
Sex-
I can tell.
it's got nothing to do with that. All right. I mean, like when it comes to like those characters, I mean, it just all of them, like even Poe, like they're all obviously like diversity inclusions. Like let's be honest, like even Poe, like what is he? I mean, his actor, Oscar Isaac, he's like Guatemalan something. Like
Yeah, he's
He's
Guatemalan.
Hispanic and Hispanic.
anything
Honestly,
Hispanic.
I could not tell. I thought he was white.
anything that isn't white, that just like it's just very obvious that like but
I mean, to be fair, they had like Ray was like a British person who's like that's like one of the
Yeah,
whitest
but she
races.
wasn't a male.
well anything that isn't like male and white.
As
that-
we know, woman is a different race from white.
yes.
Yes.
Yeah, but that's like the interesting thing though. Is that even though they were just hired because they were a specific thing, like Oscar Isaac still like I could totally imagine him like if George Lucas made episode 8, 7, and 6, like I could imagine him being like some kind of
I can imagine George Lucas making episode 6. Yeah. Indeed.
Oh, I would. Just thinking about it's giving me a boner.
What?
Yeah.
Calm down.
weirdo. Absolute.
Calm down. We don't want to be taken down off of YouTube.
I will gun you down with the power of.
No, they can't do that. They can't ban
Oscar Isaac actually
homosexuals,
has a
so we're
pretty
fine.
interesting accent.
No. The thought of the sequel trilogy, not George Lucas himself.
Ah,
It's
okay.
like
All right.
Oscar Isaac has been in a couple.
Yeah, but anyway. Like it's like I could
He's
imagine
awesome.
him being like a friend of Han Solo. Like I could imagine him being a character like that.
Oh, speaking of what's another thing I like about Force Awakens?
God,
The music is really good. I like the music.
it's recycled to high hell.
Not
mean,
really
not
good. I mean, there's
really.
good moments. Ray's theme is pretty good. That one's good.
Yeah, right.
Her
Ray's theme
intro.
is
Her
good.
intro was great.
The Star Killer is
half-
fantastic.
Half the
Mark-
score is just.
Yeah, I mean, but the other
Yeah,
half.
I remember that part.
Yeah, but I mean, it's more egregious in Rise of Skywalker than anything. I think The Force Awakens actually has its own distinct. Like, Last Jedi is just bargain brand music, and then Rise of Skywalker is just greatest hits medley. Force Awakens actually kind of has its own unique feel.
I mean, like the fight between Rey and Kylo is absolute dog shit, but like they.
Oh yeah, that's fair.
But what's interesting is that it kind of shows the difference with the prequels and the sequels. Is that all right? All right. Infamous.
Swing better, swing better.
Infamous. Did you say George Lucas' original idea for the sequel trilogy? And I'm like, yeah, it's epic. And he says, no, it's overly complicated. Anyway.
Well, that's because he has a fucking child brain. He doesn't know what
He's a child.
He's a child idiot.
Yeah.
Infamous Wizard has been immuned for the chat for 1 hour? Ooh, crap. That's like against...
What Qui-Gon save the...
You have to tolerate his opinion.
Yes. No, we can't do that.
I did nothing. And I
Everyone
also...
has to save Jar Jar Binks for no reason.
I did nothing. I also don't have the power to stop this. I absolutely don't have the power. I don't, man. I can't do anything.
You do not have the power to save the one you love.
What the fuck? He's not the one. Okay, he did it anyway.
So there's
Oh yeah. So as I was saying before, I got interrupted rudely, and then I rudely interrupted Airborne. Rudely.
You're welcome.
Before I
Rudeception.
got interpolated, I don't know. So basically, like the fight between Rey and the other guy is like, really dumb. And like the music in that, the music between black guy, I mean, dude in dark cloak, who looks like emo kid, and
he is an emo kid. He doesn't look like one.
Remember this, folks.
He looks and isn't. Anyway, the fight between those two idiots, like, really bad. But the music in it is like just recycled OT garbage. And I find it like an interesting thing about the... Actually, we're kind of talking about the good things in the movies. So.
No, we're supposed to be talking about like the good stuff here.
Like you said earlier, this was bound to come at some point.
It's really hard.
All right, guys, they did a good job recycling the music.
We tried.
Yeah.
We tried to praise the sequels. But
They did a good
couldn't.
job giving us nostalgia.
We just couldn't.
They dangled them keys in good ways. It looked like...
They dangled the keys in the way I wanted to punch my fist through them on my monitor.
Those mystery boxes. So many of them.
I just realized I can't even say that because it didn't work on me.
I kept getting pissed off every time I tried to do that.
Suckers!
Hey, remember this? Hey, remember that? Remember this from Star Wars?
Whoa.
Oh my god, the Millennium Falcon.
Airborne.
Yes.
Airborne. Suffer and die and like actually praise the emotional aspects of the 5 planets getting blown up.
I'll play like a very sad violin song or something. I don't know.
I mean, to be fair, the Star Killer theme, like the music that plays while they all get blown up, is actually fantastic. It's just part of a scene that's so bad.
And I wouldn't say it's bad. It's just boring and has no weight to it.
They make us see the faces of the people getting destroyed so we can care, they say.
We can care.
Like how
make you feel?
I want to go and watch Van Helsing now for some reason.
Have fun. This could be better than trying to figure out what's good about Disney Star Wars.
How did it make you?
Why do you want to watch vampires slaughter people? What?
Because it's better than talking about praise about sequels easily.
All right. I need to still finish that series. That if you guys are ever wondering that vampire lady is extremely sexy.
Oh no.
You all right?
I think
you got a little too hard there. You shared that.
I think a gunshot went off. He just fell over and died.
He got assassinated by the infamous.
Let's see here.
His ejaculation was just so hard.
For other people. We're not allowed to do that, so I killed him.
It backfired right back into him.
Yeah, we're gonna get a clone that has a normal voice, unlike me. So we'll be back in a second.
Well, you are the replica, so.
Yeah.
Yes, I am, but I'm the one with the obnoxious British accent. Now, fuck off.
That's Australian.
That's like heavy Australian.
Fuck you guys.
You sound from down under. You know.
He comes from the land down
You
under.
spoiled it. You child idiots. You
You
fucking
guys-
Damn it, I forgot. Sorry, I was a child idiot.
That's the British one. Well, I
Um,
still need to work on that. It's fine.
what are we thinking about? Rogue One time because Force Awakens sucks.
Oh no.
But so does Rogue One. Quote me
All
on
right,
that.
this is like the only time where you guys will.
I actually love Rogue One.
All right. This is the part where all of you this is like I'm not a fan of Rogue One, but considering how it's
really
the
like
only one,
Rogue One.
considering it's the only one that comes close to being good, guys, feel free to pound or well, not pound, but just smash. Shut the fuck up. Feel free to smash the idea that it's the worst Disney Star Wars movie into tiny little pieces.
There's like this really weird pattern of like sequel lovers that they just hate Rogue One. I mean, like
They
Yeah.
said it in AI Core stream. They
Because
just
it's the
hate
best
it
of
for
the,
some
of the
reason.
Disney trilogy. That's why they hate it.
True.
Well, I think the reason why
Wait,
is
like-
because people have gotten so used to just the modern day recipe of a movie, how it has to be visually pleasing.
Yeah, that's
And
all
all
the
that.
all modern
Yeah,
movies are
super
these days. They're
visually
just visually pleasing, but they have shit stories.
You have to
But like Rogue One looks amazing.
you have to have quips. Don't forget quippy characters instead of personality because
I liked Krennic. Tarkin looked really good.
I'm 50 years old and life is hell. But let me now talk about how I find it funny when people pick flowers or some shit. I don't know. I make jokes because I was written like that. Yeah.
I think yeah, I really like
Oh,
Krennic. He's
that's
he's
pretty
kind of
much
like the
cool.
character.
Rennick is the best in
Yeah,
Rogue
Krennic
One.
is
Oh yeah.
cool guy. And his
No stand about my achievements, not yours.
You sound like Arnold there for a moment.
We stand
No,
here.
it's,
amidst
we
my
stand here
achievements,
amongst my
It's ironic.
achievement,
yours.
not yours.
It's ironic
Yeah,
to
it's
get killed by
a
the
good
weapon
line
he
in
tried.
It's yours.
You stand here among my achievements, not yours.
Yeah, I mean it's a good moment. It's
Krennic nigger.
Imagine like Krennic was played by Arnold.
We
Yeah.
stand there amongst my achievement, not yours.
oh my
Yeah, we just could just like character swap like random actors from like the sequels,
Yeah.
like TLJ, like Kylo Ren's like Arnold or something.
we just have Kylo Ren played by fuck it
Danny
Adam
DeVito.
Sandler.
Get the deep fake. I will voice it. Get the deep fake.
If we get Danny DeVito to play Kylo Ren, and then we get
Arnold to play Hux.
yeah.
I know we'll
Danny
get the
DeVito.
Tywin actor.
Danny
No,
It's
DeVito.
ironic that Krennic got killed by the weapon he tried to,
we get Brie Larson to play Rose.
Danny
Mhm.
DeVito actually played a
Is that
fantastic.
personal attack or something?
Everybody watching this, go watch Jumanji Part 2. Danny DeVito is awesome in that movie.
Jumanji the second level?
Yes.
Yeah, I like that movie. It's cool.
I
Alright,
haven't
good.
seen it yet.
I
I watched
expect
it.
it to be just like Jumanji but worse, but it's actually like Jumanji but better.
Oh yeah, definitely. Like it's kind of crazy. Like they did a really good job making the first movie is kind of like generic and boring, and well, not boring. I mean, it's boring.
I think it's a good time, but not really. It's not
Yeah, it's
really
a good-
watchable.
It's like other rock movies. It's just sort of enjoyable for the first time, but you don't watch it a second time.
I
But this
do
one-
appreciate The Rock in that movie.
Yeah.
I think we're getting the slightest bit off topic.
Yeah.
All right, everybody, pound the epicness of Rogue One into the graph.
Rogue One, it looks amazing. The effects are like fantastic.
Yeah.
It's a lot of practical effects, surprisingly, which
The story
Yeah.
isn't absolute dog shit, so that's a plus.
it's
Oh, yeah.
all right. I mean, it's
Story's
you
The
know,
pretty good.
atmosphere of a war movie isn't bad. That's one of the aspects I really liked.
Yeah, it kind of it tries. I think that's what we can give it.
It tries, yes.
You tried.
Everyone makes fun of Rogue One's characters, but I like them more than anyone from the sequel trilogy. So
Oh
that's
yeah,
why.
I actually like the
Mhm.
character despite being relatively thin. Very thin.
Finn, I get it.
Also, like, if you watch war movies, it's like you barely get any backstory on the characters. It's just them, what they did, why they're here now, and that's it.
Dunkirk is like they're not characters; they're just soldiers, pretty much.
Or even like Saving Private Ryan.
Well, Dunkirk was. I don't know. It was it was Hollywood history kind of shit.
I liked
Also,
it. I mean,
The
Also,
beat was very weird.
I only saw like the first 5 minutes of it. Like it was like I immediately knew after seeing like the first like few minutes that it was gonna be an inferior movie to Hacksaw Ridge, so I just clicked off.
okay, is somebody like crinkling paper while we're on this?
Oh,
discussion
sorry, I was
podcast?
grabbing some Kit Kats.
Talk about how awesome the scene is when Krennic talks to talks to
Darth Vader.
CGI
Oh,
Tarkin.
that was.
Oh, CGI Tarkin. Oh yeah, like Tarkin just like showing up and being like, "Yeah, your stuff is mine now." Like I
Oh, yeah,
really
that's a Tarkin
I don't
move.
get people who say Tarkin looks bad in the movie. I think he looks pretty good.
Well,
And two, I whoever did the voice acting for Tarkin absolutely nailed it.
I think
Yeah, I got chills hearing him. I'm just like, wait, what?
Did they like get his voice back from the dead?
I think one of the problems I had with Tarkin was primarily the uncanny valley, because it looks kind of weird because it should be real, but it's CGI.
Yeah,
That's what really bothered me.
It just looks too good. Maybe is kind of the thing. It's like apparently we're starting to like move out of the uncanny valley when it comes to like CGI and stuff like that. But I don't know. I mean, Leia did not look good. She looked like a video game character.
Oh god.
Like
Oh,
Tarkin,
yeah, they look pretty good.
Tarkin and Leia, they both look like 2016's like latest video game like rendition of the characters, which means they pretty much look like real life, but could still use a few more years and then it's perfect, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, like,
I mean, if anything, the advent of deepfake like last year proves that they were really damn close. Like, really
I think they look better than whatever they did for Luke and Rise of Skywalker.
yes.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
Like,
Leia
I mean,
in
Leia
Rise of
is
Skywalker.
played by Billy Ward, but Luke is CGI, and he does not look good.
Like Leia in Rise of Skywalker. That was cool.
All right. Yeah. Well,
I don't think those feminists wanted to make him look good anyway.
Let's see. Cassian. I liked Cassian. The scene with him executing his friend at the beginning of the movie is really good.
It is quite good, yeah.
It's good,
cut
but it
deep.
looks like shit.
Does it?
It goes like,
I mean, it's
like
kind of
the underlying
very well lit, I guess.
the principle is good. The scene is like good, but like the effect of him dying from getting shot is that's like terrible.
Okay, so you're saying that everything about it is good except just the fact.
It's like you're gonna be all right, fella, and then he goes, yeah. You know, it's like oh, okay, like it's not like other
What
movies.
who's the scene you're talking about?
Well,
very beginning.
Rogue One just has, in general, just has horrendous effects for the action. Like it's really bad.
Does it? I think it looks really good.
Stormtroopers,
Like the scene where they kill Jin's dad.
Stormtroopers get shot, and no spark, no black smoke, nothing. It just slides on their armor, and then they awkwardly fall over.
Yeah, that's how Stormtrooper armor works. Did you not know that?
in the original trilogy, you see an explosion on their vest.
Sorta, I guess.
I mean, it's not like consistent like every last time, but
I mean, in that scene, there were a lot of stormtroopers though.
It's
That's not really how blasters have worked anyway. Like in Star Wars,
they could have CGI'd it in, and they just didn't. Like they didn't CGI it in. Like I don't know why they did it, but
I mean,
it looks horrendous.
But like that's never really been a constant in Star Wars. Like the smoky explosion.
Well,
it's not anywhere in the prequels.
It is still in the prequels. It's just,
if that was the case, then we should have saw a lot of that when clone troopers got killed, which we don't.
The blue bolts. No, the blue bolts. Just never mind.
The prequels. In the prequels, it's more of a CGI explosion that goes away real quick. It was a practical effect in the OT, but it's more of a CGI thing in the prequels.
It's not really in the prequels though.
Well, it does happen. Like it's not.
Name one scene in the prequels where somebody gets shot and has those little smoke.
I do not remember what you're talking about. Honestly, I don't think
characters in the episode 1. They have that. Like those palace guard guys who get shot. They have an explosion.
Let me pull up the movie.
Oh man.
They have at least some kind of fire. I don't know. The point is that it's shot and done really badly, but that's. I mean, we're talking about the positives, so I should probably shut up.
Or Phantom Menace. Let's see here. Yeah.
Can you even see Phantom Menace? I mean, say Phantom Menace without doing the Plinkett voice?
Star Wars: The Phantom Menace was the most disappointing thing since my
His son must have been a pretty cool guy.
I mean, how much more could you possibly fuck up the backstory to Star Wars?
Who is the main character for the Phantom Menace? I can tell you it's not the Jedi. They seem to be on some boring mission they don't want to be on.
And they were boring themselves.
That's such a stupid segue. All right,
I've never.
Okay, on the scene where they storm the hangar. I know if you get shot here. Let me see.
I mean, either way, like it's still better acted than like. I mean, it's not perfect. Like I told you guys.
Yeah, no, really. I'm not. Maybe we gotta slow the scene down because I'm not seeing much
it's
here.
like I told you, it's a lesser effect on the prequels, but it's.
Yeah, I'm not really seeing it at all. Is kind of the problem though.
Yeah, well, they have a little fire effect on their thing that goes real quick. Like it's honestly, like people dying from getting shot in stars has always been like a sort of moot detail. Like it's not. They don't really go into how it works exactly. Like you just sort of die.
Yeah, there's a small little spark.
Yeah.
That's
well,
about, there's not really an
well, if you look at Rogue One, you'll see like literally nothing. Like,
let me see.
In fact, Empire has there's a moment in Empire where Wookiee shoots some random stormtrooper as he has C-3PO on his back, and there's no effect at all, and the guy just sort of falls over.
Well, I'm getting a little bit bored, so I'm gonna head out.
We should probably talk about the positives again. So you guys go ahead.
So what's next?
Talk about how
Battlefront 2, I suppose.
No. The character arcs, good character arcs in Rogue One.
Cassian's arc was pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
The small one he had about.
Especially Jin's.
It's basically the same for Rogue One as it is for the Phantom Menace. There's like a little spark and then they die.
All right, I'll look.
And it doesn't need to be exaggerated.
Even in the stupid scene where the guy like aimbots the stormtroopers, like they have a little spark come out.
I guess it's just actors. I guess it's just the actors playing the stormtroopers being bad.
Oh yeah, one's characters. Not bad, not great.
Well, 3 out of 6 of the Rogue One cast isn't bad. The other half are like
See you, Replica. I gotta see
Cassian,
you
I
guys
feel
later.
like Bodhi, Rook, and Cassian Ender were a bit underused.
Goodbye.
Yeah.
The
Especially
pilot-
Bodhi.
it's-
Bodhi
the
was the pilot.
because the pilot has no. He doesn't really have a personality apart from I'm scared.
Yeah, I mean, it was cool how it was an Imperial defect, and he was
Mhm.
like desperately trying to get to Saw Gerrera.
You don't even try to hit water. You just jump off.
What the?
Why did I hear myself?
What the
That
fuck
was
was that?
that was Lupus.
Why did
This why did-
God damn it, Lupus.
Lupus? What the fuck, man? What the hell was that?
At least play a clip of me.
He played a clip of me screaming. Why?
What just happened?
That
I
was
have
Lupus.
absolutely no clue.
I am confused.
Alright.
Anyway, moving on.
Oh,
Let's see
oh
here.
God, Battlefront 2. That's gonna be cancer to talk about.
It got
How-
better.
The
Can we
first
include
two-
how it is now? Or
It's not
Yes.
bad now.
You can include how it is
I
now.
could actually.
but
It went from
let's talk
shit
about how it
to
launched.
playable.
Yeah.
let's talk
Oh,
about how it
launch.
launched first.
Launch.
Oh my god.
All
the
right,
launch-
everyone. Let's talk about how they
launch was-
turned our good old friend from 2005 into a modern military shooter.
Gosh, it it's just really
Calling it
bad.
a
And the
modern
fact that
military shooter would be an insult to modern military shooters.
Yeah.
and
It
it's the
would
fact
be.
that they played on a little kid trying to gamble by using their parents' money.
Oh my
There's
There's
god.
really nothing good. There's really
You can
almost
basically
nothing
gamble.
good to Disney Star Wars, is there?
The loot boxes, everything. Okay. Well, talking about the campaign, I really like Luke.
The first two
Skywalker.
missions, when you fight for the Empire, that was cool. But when you turn defect, oh,
We,
Oh,
like
yeah.
in the original Battlefront 2,
horrible.
we saw how the clones felt when they found out their soldiers that one of their friend soldiers died in a Death Star. She just goes right back to tell them to go back to doing the mission. Not giving us any character about how she feels about the Death Star exploding. And I play Battlefront 2 a lot, so this just pissed me off.
Yeah.
I never even touched the campaign. I was just like, no.
If they just kept it where you were an
Actually,
Imperial the
I
whole
just noticed something. We
time,
missed Battlefront 2015. We missed Battlefront 2015.
No, we didn't miss anything. Let's just ignore that. It didn't exist.
it was
Yeah.
a demo.
It
I
was
don't care if it was a demo. It was buggy. It's so buggy. You would have your
Yeah,
cross
it was a demo.
Yeah, we're gonna pretend that it was a demo, just for
Yeah.
for its own sake.
To
Nothing-
quote Adam
nothing
Savage,
done.
I reject your reality and replace it with my own.
I substitute my own.
And
Okay.
we can agree that Luke's portrayal in Battlefront 2 is the best portrayal of Luke in Disney Wars. Definitely.
I mean,
The only
Yeah.
hard- the only
Most of
hard-
the OG characters are done better than the sequels done.
Star
He uses
Wars.
his lightsaber to kill bugs, but at least it's better than using it to kill his nephew.
Everybody.
Definitely.
Everybody. Attention. Attention. Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order.
Oh,
Oh,
such
I
a
didn't
good
get to
game.
play
Pretty
the
good.
entire thing, but I saw
Not
it.
there
It
yet.
looks pretty good.
It's amazing.
It's a
We're
solid
not-
8.
Okay,
or-
listen, we'll get to it, but that's 2019, okay?
Yeah.
Okay, so
Let's
Oh,
yeah.
you're right. We first had to deal with the last.
Battlefront 2016 also started off with only 4 maps.
So I know we said that Luke Skywalker was best portrayed in Battlefront 2, but what other media was he in? I don't remember.
There's
In
Forces of
Galaxy
Destiny.
Adventures.
Oh no.
Galaxy
Really?
Adventures.
Galaxy Adventures
Oh.
had some cool animations, but other times, oh no.
I
They
think
were
most
made
of the
of it.
time-
honestly,
The
I
thing with
think all of
Galaxy
them
of
were
it,
good, except for the one with Leia.
because they make
Oh,
every
no.
character look bad for Leia to be good.
That one.
But,
Yeah.
but besides from that, they're all really good.
Yeah. The
see here.
Yoda versus
The
Count Dooku one is
comics, which
amazing.
I doubt any of you have read.
I don't like the comics,
I've read
especially the
them.
Vader
The
comics.
first 3 Vader comics, and they were pretty good.
Oh,
But they started
the
getting
first Vader
more-
comics are really good, like really good. I
Like
think
when he
that-
builds his lightsaber, that was epic.
No, no, not those ones. I think I might be wrong, but I think they're Disney Vader, and they're basically Vader just
Searching for Luke Skywalker, those ones are really good because it's not blatant fan service with a lot of I don't know how to speak. But the first Vader comics where he builds his lightsaber, they're actually pretty decent. I don't like the bleeding the crystals, but it's a great comic.
Yeah.
Is there any good I asked
The
this in
Vader
America.
gets beat up really bad in the Vader comics. Suit torn to almost.
Is there any good Disney novels?
No.
Don't even
There's
touch
not.
them. Don't even touch them.
Oh my!
Aftermath is terrible. Aftermath is terrible.
I know
One of the
Aftermath,
worst
but
but what about-
Star Wars novels.
What
It is
about
Don't even
terrible.
read the book before The Force Awakens.
I know
It
that.
is just so dumb.
I know that. What about stuff like the ones that don't have a bad era, like the
There's
and
none.
Apprentice. Master and
Actually, Dooku Jedi Lost was decent.
Yeah.
Decent.
Wait, guys.
Master and Apprentice. If you really want to know some stuff, it's really good, but to the majority of people that aren't interested, don't read it.
It's a lore book for nerds.
Well, I don't know if this is Disney canon or not, but the Tolkien novel by James Luceno isn't half bad.
Pretty sure that's Disney canon.
Well, isn't half
Well,
bad.
I mean,
It
anything
has-
with Lucina has at least like a medium smidgen of being good because James Lucino is a god.
Yeah.
Papa
let's
Luceno.
see
What about the
here.
Plagueis
You know
novel?
who the
Oh,
best Star Wars
perfect, but it's
character is?
not Disney canon.
What is the best Star Wars character? Tell us.
The best Star Wars character to come out of the comics is Dr. Aphra.
Die.
Oh
No.
Oh
Her plot armor is so
No.
weak. Vader cannot kill her. Vader has a chance to kill her. He could side with her, then kill her, but he does not do it. He has
Also, they turn her into a lesbian.
Okay,
Of
I
course
Freya
they
had
do.
like
I
the
hear you guys.
invincibility cheat code.
I hear you, but she's hot.
I don't
That's
care.
true. That's a
No,
very
Well,
she's
actually,
not.
You're true.
thank you, Airborne.
She is
You're
not hot.
a bit true, but a bit not true.
You fucking simp, that stupid cunt! Ah!
Oh, I think he just died
No,
again.
Dr. Aphra's horrible. I hit her. Let's see here. Moving on.
There's only
only
one thing
thing
I
that-
like from the comics is I'm pretty sure it's a scene where Vader talks to Boba in the Executor about Luke Skywalker and breaks one of the windows. That's probably the only thing I like from those comics.
Let's see here. Let's see here. What is the what are we talking about? Right, Battlefront 2. Anything nice to say about it?
It's really good now. They've added a whole lot of things like Clone Legions, Commandos, ARC Troopers.
Oh yeah. They added the clone tanks, which is just amazing.
Mm-hmm.
The maps need.
Heroes villain is really good.
I will say they need to remake the maps because stuff like Naboo is so close quarters.
Oh, Naboo sucks.
My
Well, it
favorite
doesn't-
time
it
was when
depends
they
which one
added in the Droideka the rage that was going on.
Let's see here. I like the graphics. I don't know. I really don't like
Graphics are
Battlefront 2.
really
I can't.
It's an insult to the OG one. For how
my
great it
gameplay,
was.
bitch.
I like Shriv from the campaign. He is a really cool character.
We need
also the-
Mustafar.
That's like my whole thing with it is it's just modern military shooter, boring.
Yeah.
You boy.
Like, it's.
I mean, but at least EA Battlefront 2 has Airborns.
Hell.
Wait, do they have airborns now? Let me check.
Yes.
I wasn't even sure that they did. Remember when they had like 5 different clones?
Holy
Yeah,
crap,
I mean-
they do! Oh crap, I gotta grind this game. I went back and I realized they nerfed rolling. I got so angry.
I mean, but I just want to say there's not much in the new Battlefront 2 that the OG one didn't already do.
Well,
OG is
it
superior.
removed
By a lot.
Palpatine's lightsaber. Which it really sucks. I'm actually
Yep.
really mad about that.
It's also-
Removed Palpatine's saber.
Mace
also
Windu isn't in the game.
It's also got fantastic old modern, no, not modern, classic gameplay.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I hate not being able to shoot my gun while sprinting, but let me tell you something. If every game did it like Battlefront 2005, I might not have hated it as much.
Interesting.
Well, you're just fucking lightning fast, you know? Like, you're really fast. And your character looks like he's...
And they also in the new Battlefront 2, they didn't add that thing where whenever you choose a specific character, it will play that character's specific theme, like Django's Escape, Darth Vader, Imperial March, Boba Fett, Departure of Boba Fett.
Oh,
You know what
that's
I'm talking about.
Well, there's something that I don't like about Battlefront 2, like is it like the music is kind of recycled and stale.
Yeah.
What game? The new one or old one?
Battlefront 2. It's a similar case for the new one as well. I wish that Star Wars games and stuff would stop relying on the movie soundtracks and do something creative.
KOTOR.
That's
What are
why I
you
love
talking-
Fallen Order so much, because the soundtrack is like wholly original.
What are you talking about? Airborne. OG.
Most Star Wars games recycle the songs. Like OG Battlefront 2 has some, like at least parts of the original songs from the movies that it edits, but other than that, it's not different.
Yeah, like
Stuff like KOTOR has its own soundtrack. Stuff like
I know.
KOTOR 1 and 2.
But I was going to say that the 2005 OG Battlefront, it did remix a lot of the songs.
Oh yeah, the way it mixes the songs is so good. Like
Wait, I don't remember it remixing them.
It does.
did you-
Like
have you played the 501st Journal?
I'm playing through it right now.
Hold up, let me
Yeah,
see
you
here.
need to play through it because it mixes the songs really well to fit the scene.
Better
It's crazy how they did the ones in the old.
remixing them. I just remember doing them like just taking them over from scratch.
I think this is it. Like Battle of Heroes. I named it V2. It might be the true version, but if it isn't, then you'll notice that after it does the first it goes off into some other crap, like just some more generic Star Wars music. So like it has like stuff like that.
This is just Anakin versus Obi-Wan.
Yeah.
I know, but it should like split off into something else eventually. Like you see that a
Anakin
lot.
versus Obi-Wan is a mix of the duel and it's a mix of the duel and
Mafia.
All right.
Battle of the Heroes.
I heard someone made fun of me.
Oh no, he was watching the stream.
You heard nothing.
All right, somebody kill.
Nobody said anything.
everybody.
Go back to sleep. Go to sleep. You said you were going to sleep.
Okay.
Bye.
Go to
Yeah.
sleep,
Bye.
Martin.
Yeah.
Go to
What
sleep.
the
There
The
we
white,
go.
the White Dragon made fun of you being alive.
This music is just from Revenge of the Sith.
Does it
Yeah.
not? Does it not just like split off into something awkwardly?
It does, but it's just another.
Oh.
I'm pretty sure it's another track from Revenge of the Sith.
Yeah. See, like it does
Also-
split off into something else.
but it's
awkwardly.
not like an actual new
Yes,
song.
it's not new, but it does split off into something else awkwardly.
Yeah, I just want to say like Jedi Fallen Order, like it has a really good soundtrack and it's really original. Republic Commando has 2 new tracks.
No, it has a whole lot of new tracks. I'm pretty like I don't think I listened to the soundtrack and played the game multiple times. I think there's only one time it recycles music from the original Star Wars soundtrack. 'Cause
Republic
most of it
Commando?
is Yes.
No, it does it all the time, all the time.
I think Force Unleashed has a full new soundtrack and it's amazing.
That's cool. But we should probably get moving on to
Yes.
what else in 2017 sort of.
There was a crappy VR game.
Ewok Hunt is scary. Ewok Hunt is terrifying.
Oh
Yeah.
I still have PTSD of Ewok Hunt.
Ewok Hunt is so much fun, but it's horrifying.
It's actually horrifying.
Are the servers still up for Ewok Hunt? I hope so.
You can only host them. You can't there's not like bot server setup. You have to host one yourself.
You host them now? Nice.
Oh boy. The Last Jedi.
I thought we were talking about the good and well.
Are we talking the good for Last Jedi? The CGI wasn't that bad. The acting wasn't that bad.
Right.
The camera was in focus.
The camera was on.
The cinematography was meh because the cinematography was overrated.
It was
Some
so
scenes do not
mediocre.
have. Some scenes don't have bad.
The
There is
color
one-
palette
I-
was
I said this,
good
like, a billion
sometimes.
times, but the moment where like Ray is like looking at the rain on Octo and she's like, "Wow, that's rain." That's like a nice little detail, and it's like, Ryan, you were smart during that one scene. Why couldn't you be smart during that entire film?
The visuals
Or
were not
or,
really good.
or like at least 10%.
Like the visual effects in Last Jedi they're good.
depends.
It's crazy because with the Rise of Skywalker, it has good visual effects, but terrible shots. Terrible.
Yeah, Last Jedi is just mediocre in terms of its shots. It's sometimes it's really good. Most of the time, it's just blah.
It's just me. Looks like I've seen this already. Do something original.
I've seen so many people say sim for the Last Jedi cinematography.
The cinematography is so good, man. It's like
People who say the Last Jedi
incredibly-
cinematography is so good don't know much about cinematography.
it doesn't even compare to the prequels of the OT.
It's so hard to say anything good about these movies at all.
But Airborne,
Like
the prequels were
I'd say,
shot
out
reverse
of the
shot,
three,
reverse shot,
TFA has
shot,
the best
reverse shot.
cinematography.
Shot, reverse shot. Oh my god, the prequels have shot, reverse shot. That makes them bad. No Country for Old Men has shot, reverse
Right
shot.
to
It looks
left, right to
beautiful.
left. The
And
races
No
are
Country for
ruined.
Old Men is awesome.
Yeah,
The right to left. The
people
races are
really.
ruined.
I mean, like reverse shot. People really think it's like stupid and boring. But honestly,
I never noticed the
if
shot
you
reverse shot in the
reverse shot,
prequels.
You're just a pretentious film student.
Well,
That's all I gotta say.
any monkey filmmaker knows that is how you film a movie.
Hey, just talk.
A fucking child can make a movie without shot reverse shot. Doesn't mean it's like the coolest thing ever.
You
Well,
could just
you know-
do yes.
You see, the way how it works, Airborne, is that when you see the thing with doing things outside of the box is that if you take like a few centimeters outside of it, a lot of people think that is actually getting outside. No, that's just doing something unusual to the box. Getting outside of the box is literally, doing shots or something
Yeah.
that nobody can even think of or something.
Yeah, like remember in Revenge of the Sith when there was a 1 minute and 15-second shot of like them flying through space?
Yep.
Yeah,
Like,
but that was
that-
all
And
that
that
was
was
a
and it
lot.
was
doesn't
epic.
count.
And it's like notice all the moving models, the Venators, the Acclimators, the Trade Federation
Giant
ship.
models.
But guys, Blinken
Dead.
said it's all CGI, so it doesn't count.
Yeah, I mean,
No,
like,
he
not
actually
not
said
only are the
worse.
camera moves really like they're really basic in Last Jedi. There's nothing really that creative, which I know it's kind of hard to. It's kind of hypocritical when George Lucas is all about simple camera moves, but it's like it's nothing but like it's a still shot, but it's the light speed, so
Prequel cinematography is underrated.
it's so good. It's
Yeah.
Incredibly good.
unreal how good
Some
it is.
that Darth Maul shot on Tatooine. I still can't believe how good that shot was. It was like,
And Revenge of the Sith. Revenge of the Sith just looks amazing.
oh,
So
Revenge of the
Revenge of the
Sith
Sith is like
this is
god
one of the
tier.
best
It's up there
movies.
with Skyfall.
Oh,
This is the Disney era, not the good era.
And also,
there's nothing nice to say
Utapau
about the Last
Utapau was
Jedi.
half practical and half CGI. Utapau
Yeah, no, Utapau's
and
like
Mustafar.
least practical.
All right, so not okay. So what? So our total like good things about the Last Jedi. It's funny. Some people can just meander forever and ever about like fake qualities to the Last Jedi. Like it, It's. I mean, all right. I'm going to make a serious attempt here. I think that his attempts at postmodern subversion are sometimes in specific
Garbage.
the garbage. Fucking movie's terrible.
The actors do well with their material most of
The
the time.
actors try to do their best. 'Cause I don't hate the sequel trilogy actors.
But the
Adam
thing,
Driver's
the thing I
like
have a
the only
problem
reason-
with is that every single actor in that film has done a much, much, much better job in literally any other film they've been in. Adam Driver,
Yeah,
Black
Adam
Klansman,
Driver-
Laura Dern
It's
in
the
Marriage
director.
Story,
It's
Days
the
of Mercy
director.
in something I haven't seen or anything. John Boyega, and what's the movie he did?
Adam Driver's like the only reason why people even like Kyle Ren. I promise you that.
I remember seeing John Boyega in a film I liked. I forgot what it's called.
Oscar Isaac was good in Ex Machina. Like,
Oh yeah, he was an Ex Machina. I forgot.
yeah, I mean, these actors have done much better jobs and much better movies.
Oh yeah,
It's the direct. Ryan Johnson cannot direct these actors in any.
Ryan
convincing
Johnson's
way.
only good film is a Break. Knives Out is garbage.
great.
Sorry
I
to
mean,
hurt your feelings.
he made like Breaking Bad, Osmosis, and that's like called one of the greatest TV.
Yeah.
episodes.
Ozymandias.
Did you say Osmosis?
Saying it, I mean,
Osmosis.
I don't know
Yes.
who puts an O next to
The
a
best
C
episode
and
of
a Y.
Breaking Bad, Osmosis.
Okay, yeah, oh yeah, that's good too. But other than that, no, Knives Out is not
Yeah,
good. Knives Out is garbage.
Directed
Okay,
some good
here's the thing.
episodes of
I mean,
Breaking Bad.
J.J. Abrams was really shitty at directing.
Oh,
Abrams
J.J.
is a
Abrams-
damn hack. He hasn't
J.J.
made
Abrams has never made a good film. He's never made anything
I
good.
mean, Super 8 was alright.
He's made spectacle movies primarily.
Oh yeah,
And they're all trash. I hate Ryan. I mean, not Ryan, JJ.
It's not surprising. It's not surprising in the slightest that Plinkett would choose him as the perfect director for a Star Wars movie, because that's all that Mike Sikola likes about Star Wars: spectacle, nothing else.
I think he has some talent, like as as just like a cameraman, as as sort of a director of like just scenes. But he
Yeah.
he didn't
The way
really-
he- the way-
he never really does it all that well, except for a few scenes here and there, and he can't write.
Yeah, like the way he makes movies would be like if I were in his shoes and be low IQ, basically.
Pretty much.
Wait, that's not
You know,
true. But that's not true at all because I'm not predispositioned against not being creative. Yeah,
you know that
predisposed.
Predisposed.
you know that
Well, okay,
You know
he's basically like a random nerd. If he were given millions of dollars and also have no creative bone in his body.
you know that quote
The
from
guy
Martin
the guy
Scorsese?
can't keep his camera still, ever.
Shaky cam, baby.
You know that
not just
quote
that,
from
like
Martin-
not that, like the guy doesn't have a static shot ever.
Abrams.
His camera just to keep like moving a little bit, just kind of like it zooms
Learn.
or pans or tilts or like it has to be doing something. It's like a kid with ADHD.
Yeah, but that makes it more interesting versus the prequels with their static shots. Reverse shot, reverse.
You know
that oh my god.
that quote of Martin Scorsese where he calls MCU movies popcorn movies? He was actually referring to J.J. Abrams movies.
Yeah, I have. I like Martin
Okay,
Scorsese,
okay,
but
okay.
I think he was.
Okay, guys, I'm
he was
very sorry, but Martin Scorsese couldn't be more right if he tried. Okay,
He is absolutely wrong. I'll place you on that.
shut up.
About-
Albert. We discussed this. Like movies today are not cinema. Not
No,
even
he
the
specifically
MCU.
said Marvel movies. Marvel movies aren't cinema.
Yeah, well, Marvel movies are popular. All right.
They're also good. Some of them.
Yeah,
Some of
some of them.
Oh, the Marvel. Most of phase one is great. Afterwards, oh no. Oh.
Infinity
No,
War.
even I disagree with that. I think Civil War is the best one. I would give that movie like
Whoa,
9,
whoa
maybe
there.
9.5.
Whoa
It is
there.
scripturally like, in terms of its screenplay, it is a fantastic movie and one of the best of the decade.
I'm gonna stop you right there.
Well, I'm right.
Well, I mean, it's like Martin Scorsese. Like the thing is, it's not like he's just like, oh, it's not like cinema, like other. No. It doesn't have like I can guarantee you that if I were to like watch all of them, like at no point will I feel more tension than, I don't know, a movie like Predator or something like that. At no point will I like be as invested as I am on, I don't know, Falling Down, I guess. And I'm literally
Good for you, I
breaking
guess.
out.
I don't know.
It's just not on the same level, and it doesn't, because like if it were on like something that's higher, it would have to be, you know, an independent film that isn't corporatized and like, you know, like it does.
Well, I mean, I agree that Marvel, like, it's the product of a corporation, but there's still a lot of really good movies in the franchise.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying, is that like I don't think he necessarily meant to say that they're not. Like I don't think it necessarily means that they are just these useless films that are all doomed to be worthless. I think it's more just a case where they couldn't be like it's, how do I put it? It's like they can only be great and nothing else. Like they will never.
There will never be nothing more than like just entertainment, which is not bad.
Which
but...
is no, that's wrong.
Well, they will not ever get
weren't we
much better than that.
Again, Civil War, 9 out of 10.
Were we talking about Star Wars, gentlemen? Where are we on? Like Last Jedi now?
Oh yeah, well, there's nothing to comment about The Last Jedi except the effects are good and there's one good music piece.
All right, Solo it is then.
Wait, are we on Solo?
I mean, what comes after? I'm trying to think what comes between Last Jedi and Solo, because unless we're gonna start doing novels, but then you guys said they're all bad. So
Solo is just like they got the wrong actor to play it, and they didn't know what they were doing.
No, I think Alden does a good job, honestly.
He doesn't look like him.
The problem with Solos, I would like a story about a Star Wars movie about the underworld, but they don't have it. Why have one about Solo though? Why?
I have absolutely no clue.
Oh wait, I get it. Nostalgia.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Solo. I like the music, kinda, not really. It's better than Last Jedi and Rise of Skywalker. I remember the girls' theme, Memphis something Nest.
Oh no, not Memphis. Don't mention her. She gives me.
There's like a couple good shots, even if the film you can't see anything.
What? What do you mean you can't see anything?
The film is shot like at night with like
dirt.
a sewer cap over the lens.
The whole movie?
Most of it.
Yeah, it's just done. The film was
Like
just shot
like
terribly.
when the movie is like lit up really well, it's actually shot nicely. But it's just the thing is most of the time it isn't. Like the ending is shot well. Some of the stuff in the middle is shot well. Everything else is just too dark to see anything.
Okay.
There might be some good shots hiding under there, but we'll never get to know because you can't see shit.
That movie, I think that might be like the most like nobody said anything about it kind of film. Like it's just like, yeah, it happened and it's bad.
It happened. Yeah. It was a movie.
God damn. Only now do you really start to like realize just how depressingly bad these fucking films really are. And you start to look for it, and you cut through all the bullshit when it comes to The Last Jedi. It's literally just like, a couple of shots are good, and that's it.
Yep. Let's see here. Solo. What more things to say about it? I like the space yacht thing. Cool concept.
Okay.
some of the characters' concepts themselves are slightly interesting.
Woody Harrelson he does a good job with his acting.
That's a good actor.
The feminist droid is the best part of the movie.
L3 is the greatest character ever created.
What do you need? Equal rights? Okay.
Equal. What do you want? Equal rights.
We get Leet L337.
What crack were they smoking when they made that?
I don't know, but I want some.
I want some of that. Send it over, Doc.
That's really good.
Oh my
Just-
god! What?
I saw. Oh fucking shit! All right. Well, I saw this video earlier today, where like it's like Arnold being Arnold, and he like grabs some dude's leg and rips it off, and then it's like a fake leg, and then he finds like cocaine in there. Except because he's Arnold and he's awesome, he's got to call it cocainum or something. I think that's what they were smoking, if I'm going to be honest with you.
Cocainum? Can I have some?
I don't think so. Russian Arnold Schwarzenegger is going to fuck you up.
Oh.
You heard me right. Russian Arnold Schwarzenegger. That sounds like an awesome movie. But yeah. So yeah, the movie happened. They got the wrong actor. The rest is garbage. And some of the actors were good because if you have billions and billions of dollars, then you can hire good actors.
You can hire someone that's actually competent.
Why? You'd think endless money could buy a good script, but I guess it just doesn't.
No, you can't buy
Endless
talent.
money is
You can't buy
usually
talent.
made, for more endless money.
You know, like 'cause what I expected from the sequel trilogy was decent soulless movies, just absolutely soulless. Most of the people in the chat here, like, and not to insult you guys or anything, like most of you would be like, "What do you mean it's bad? It's it's like it's good. Star Wars, blah 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 blah." And I would just be like, "Yeah, but the deeper meaning, man, the deep stuff." That's
The theme.
well, seriously, like it would be like that, where it would be like if all three of them were TFA, it would just be like, yeah, it's missing the.
Well,
the
if all three
heart.
were TFA but good.
What?
If all three of them were TFA but like actually decent.
Yeah.
Like it's. Oh yeah, TFA isn't a good movie.
So it's garbage.
Have you guys already passed the past talking about Jedi Fallen Order?
No.
Oh no, we're about to get to it.
All right.
Okay.
Actually, we have something else to get to before we get to Fallen Order, I think.
Yeah, so
And what is that?
Star Wars Resistance.
Oh no.
Nothing is good about it. Kip now.
It has I like some colors
No.
to color
Airborne
palette.
There are, I mean, I'm gonna get hanged for this. I'm gonna get shot and then put in a trench. But there are some good shots.
Oh,
They are? Really?
Race
Like-
traitor.
Like one per every 3 episodes. There's a good shot.
Airborne is the biggest simp for sigmatography.
Sigmatography.
Cinematography.
Technically, I'm a
Sigmatography.
simp for one too.
That sounds like something out of Transformers.
No, it's like I mean, I don't think it improves the show in any way. I still don't think it's garbage, but like
Garbage.
there are a few good shots. A few.
A
Here and
few
there.
good shots. All
Like-
right.
like
Thank
10.
you. 1 out of 10. Okay.
No, the show's like a 3. I'm just saying there's like 10 good shots.
All right.
That's
What a
Alright,
shit
moving on.
show.
This sucks. Let's see here. What are we missing? I'm trying to like trying to like see.
There was a. I mean, are we missing Vader Immortal?
Like
Vader Immortal.
let's see here.
Vader
Good
Vader
combat.
Immortal was trash.
Good combat. Don't play the campaign. Play the lightsaber, dude.
The campaign implies that Mustafar needs to be healed, which goes against what Mustafar is supposed to be.
Isn't Mustafar like lava? How do you heal
Yeah,
lava?
it's supposed to be in Hell Planet, and they made it so back then it was actually a regular planet, but some Jedi did some dumb crap and made it a lava planet.
What?
It being a forest planet is probably like the most like
Like forest planet? Are you sure?
you know, I've heard David Stewart talk about a lot of elements of the sequel. I think like that one is particularly like hateful towards George Lucas. Like it's like this hell planet that's like hell. Like, oh no, it's just a fucking forest land. Like, sure. Nothing is anything, right, guys? It's just all
So,
garbage.
And then after that, it would be the Mandalorian.
Irredeemably generic and boring.
Okay,
Nothing
okay.
new.
And mediocre.
I have
Baby Yoda,
Fine.
but only when he drinks his soup.
I'm sorry. Like when I watched it, I just like I finally understood what everybody was talking about. Like The Mandalorian is what I expected from the sequel trilogy as a whole. Like just
whatever.
Like decent movie making, but otherwise absolute garbage.
I mean, it's fine. I mean, I don't even know if I call it fine. I think it's just like below average normie trash.
Yeah,
I really like the shot. I really like the cinematography and shots in it. Those are really good.
Let that other black guy talk.
The cinematography and shots are in it are good. I actually
Simon?
kind of like Baby Yoda.
I don't.
So I like what they tried to do by making
cinematography is the greatest thing since my son.
making Mandalorians cool again, making Mandalorians great again, with the whole
That's
helmet
what
thing.
Well, he gets emasculated so much and so often that it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, it's a shame because I was actually looking
like
forward to this
episode
one.
3, where he like takes on like 20 thugs all at once. Like that was cool.
I mean, like, but by the time
Not
you get
like
there,
30.
I already stopped watching because the first 2 episodes
yeah.
are so bad that I just
They're not,
get
no,
bored.
they're like like I think like the first one's like a 5, the second one's like a 4.
It's
What I really dislike about Mandalorian, we can all agree on, is that it tries to shove too many things into one episode or just one season as a whole.
No,
Like,
I think
it's only been
the
one
opposite,
season.
where everything could have been over and done with in 3 episodes, but they stretch it out to 8.
And like we already have a fucking face reveal. Like you couldn't have waited until like at least another season. You just had to go ahead and do it.
I think another thing that I just hate about The Mandalorian is that like the people working on it are like actually talented directors and writers. Like they have stuff in them.
They're actually competent.
Yeah, like if you look at an action scene from like Star Wars: The Clone Wars season 4, it's like it's really well shot. It's really well. It's like the camera is really dynamic. The colors are really satisfying. The editing is really good. It's perfect. It's amazing. Then you look at The Mandalorian, it's like really choppy and generic and.
Yeah, it's worse than it has any right to be. basically.
Jon Favreau, he made Iron Man, good movie, 7 out of 10.
Yeah.
Like, and then he made Mandalorian. He's like, okay.
Can we agree that watching Mandalorians on TCW is better than watching The Mandalorian?
Just like watching Star Wars: The Clone Wars and The Mandalorian side by side, the directing and writing talent is such a drop in quality.
Yeah.
How does that even happen? How are people this incompetent nowadays?
And then people treat it like it's the best thing that Disney has made. Like, we're missing something. We're missing something. The Star Wars Phineas and Ferb Star Wars special.
It's not canon.
100 out of 10.
No, the sequel trilogy isn't canon, man. The sequel trilogy isn't canon.
It's not canon, but it's still really. It is so good.
It is so good.
Phineas and Ferb was still active. What the fuck?
No, the show's over.
Was
But
no,
like,
I mean
Star Wars
it was-
special back in like what 2016.
2015
Yeah,
or 14.
it was like back when they got the rights to it, and just before the movie came out.
Yeah,
well,
like it
you
was
can tell the
so good.
you can tell the people who made it know their Star Wars. They know what works and what doesn't work.
Yeah,
It's the actual good copy of A New Hope.
It's clear that they actually like Star
They
Wars.
actually care.
The makers of Phineas and Ferb. What is this world I'm living in? Is this planet Earth?
Phineas-
The world where
Joey the Slime Boy said some. Joey the Slime Boy. Somebody said some very heinous things about Phineas and Ferb.
oh no,
I
Like-
love Phineas and Ferb.
Thank you.
I do too.
I gotta
grew
rewatch
up
the
with it.
show because I remember I used to thought everyone hated that show.
What?
They're stupid.
Yeah, but it was mostly because my two sisters hated that show, so I thought their opinion was everyone's opinion.
Oh, she must not have liked the fucking girl that tried to tell on everything they did.
What, Candace?
Yes.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, my
Isabella
two older
is like,
sisters always said that show was dumb, so I thought that was everyone's opinion.
like Isabella's like the biggest simp on the entire planet.
Who the fuck is Isabella?
The girl's like, hey,
Oh,
Phineas.
that's what her name was. I
Hey,
forgot.
Mordecai exists. Mordecai from regular show.
True.
Is that the guy who like is blue and makes me cringe?
Yeah, he's the big simp.
Yes, guys, I am aware that my descriptions for characters are weird.
He's the blue jay from regular show. Mordecai. The big...
We should probably actually talk about the good stuff from the Mandalorian.
Oh,
Dude,
that's
I
good
the
stuff.
Mandalorian and started talking about our childhood TV shows.
Okay, once again, the effects are pretty good most of the time.
Sometimes they're kind of lame, but most of the time are pretty good. The music, I really like the music.
It's better than the sequel trilogy. Is that a good thing?
Yes, that is
Okay.
a good thing.
That-
You should really want to be better than the sequel trilogy.
Then yeah, that's
But
another
to be
thing.
fair, that's just like a given to be better than the sequel trilogy.
That's it's a
Oh, yeah.
low bar. It's a requirement.
I don't think any of us. I don't think a single one of us has made a video worse than sequel trilogy.
The cinematography is very good. Like
Well,
the show is really well shot.
Airborne's video on Return of the Jedi was, well, a simp. I can't believe he made that video. I hope you're proud of yourself.
What a
Airborne.
moron!
I hope he's proud of himself wherever he is.
Yeah, I hope Mr. Airborne gets his channel flag taken
Yeah,
down.
me too.
Idiot.
He doesn't deserve any money.
Hey, Airborne.
Dipshit.
Hey, Airborne. When's your brother gonna appear on this podcast?
Never.
You have a brother?
Is he even aware of
I
this?
do have a brother.
Yeah, Airborne has a brother
that.
who's older. No, younger. Older, younger, young. All right, younger. And he's
Second airborne production.
yes, and he's just as awesome as he is. It's kind of funny.
They sound the same. They sound the same.
No. The other one sounds
Yes,
like
they're
Airborne except younger.
Yeah, it's we've been told that a lot.
Yeah, I like his videos.
Um,
He's not uploading much in a while because he's been bullied too much by Airborne.
Well,
Airborne
honestly,
and
he
his
deserves
shots. Okay.
Yeah, whatever this Mr. Airborne guy, whatever his name is, he better get his channel flagged. I hope his video gets copy striked by
Copy strike.
Copy.
Wasn't it a Twitch
There-
that like copy striked PewDiePie's video?
Yeah, when
Copyrighted,
he
yeah.
Twitch shot.
I still remember that from like 2019.
So when is your brother going to
2017.
appear on the podcast?
I don't know.
Come on, at least one.
Maybe.
Well, the only reason I asked is I realized, and I was like, oh yeah, they really do kind of never even thought about him.
He doesn't really like going on social media with the exception of YouTube, so it's kind of his
But this is YouTube though.
well, it's Discord.
Discord too.
And
He's kind of
no, Discord is not. Discord is more like a talking platform than it is a social media. I hope they don't add posting stuff on a status or some bullshit.
Well, I understand. Either way, I like his videos. So they're about as good as yours.
Lupus, why are you streaming you on r/Minecraft?
What?
the stream is just Lupus looking up things on Minecraft.
Oh, he's done that before, actually. If you check back to some of our oldest streams, you hear some Minecraft gameplay in the background.
Yeah, I have no idea why Lupus is just looking up stuff for Minecraft, but
Well,
whatever.
you can't expect him to sit down and stare at the fucking screen for like 2,000 years.
Wait, this Lupus even like?
We should probably get moving on to Jedi Fallen
Oh
Order
yeah,
at this
Jedi
point.
Fallen Order is great.
John Fallen Order has good
Awesome
story. It's a
game.
good. It's actually
The best thing that Disney has put out is Jedi Fallen Order.
for once the the characters are actually characters like they are in Rogue One.
There is
unlike sequel
absolutely
to-
no caveat to Fallen Order. It's just a genuinely great game all around.
The gameplay, the story, the characters. I
The
just
gameplay, the story, the
it feels-
characters, the visuals, the music, the world building, the everything.
It feels like Star Wars.
cinematography, the shots.
The
Well,
gameography.
That's special effects. I mean, lightning.
The cutscene cinematography.
Yeah, there's a lot of good shots in the cutscenes. Like everything is good. There's like, if I had to complain about one
feels like
thing, the puzzles are kind of weird, but
No,
there's like
when everyone
mediocre.
pressed the start button in the game, he immediately gave it a 10 out of 10 for how perfect the pressing the button was. That's how good this game
yes.
is.
The button pressing in Jedi Fallen Order, 11 out of 10.
Best game ever made.
I like the I really like the combat. I know people have given it a rag for not having dismemberment, which I kind of see, but I don't see.
I really don't care about lightsaber physics in Star Wars games. They've never been all that great. Jedi
This
Fallen
ma-
Order is
this
probably the closest we've gotten to like resembling actual
Except-
movie physics.
Except we still have that one game that exists that I don't know the
Force
name of.
Unleashed 2.
Yes, there we go. Best.
Force Unleashed 2 does not have very good dismemberment.
It's really if you like record you trying to kill somebody and slow it down, it does not. You're not dismembering them. You're just hitting them.
Oh, Jedi Academy has the best lightsaber physics.
It does, but honestly, like I just don't care.
Dismemberment has never really been a big.
The immersion, gentlemen, the immersion.
Well, here's the thing, though, is
Oh,
that
whatever.
that game has something that one of the best open world third person shooters of all time, GTA 4, also has, and that is the legendary Euphoria physics. You can't really beat that.
I'm gonna be honest. Jedi Academy has a mediocre story.
Yes.
Of course, it's a mechanic.
Like you can argue the combat is great. Don't get me wrong, but I feel like the story was either rushed because
The voice acting was
it
really
kind of
good.
makes no sense that after a few missions he's already a Jedi Master or a Knight or whatever.
It's a funny game. It's a great game, but the story is just so funny because of how the voice acting.
I hate Rosh. I hate Rosh.
Yeah, I hate Rosh. Fuck Rosh.
I mean, I know Toby, aka Anakin / Vader's #1 admirer.
AK Simp, Vader Simp.
Yeah, Vader simp is he thinks that like Cal Kestis is already one of his favorite Star Wars characters, and I can kind of see why. Like, he's just a really awesome dude. I mean, like, the dialogue is also really good in Fallen Order, especially with Terra
Cal,
Malcolm.
I feel like Cal, like they must have took some big inspiration from George's characters. Holy shit!
But
Yeah,
Cal
they
Kestis
took-
feels like a George Lucas Star Wars character. So does
Definitely.
Grease and Seer and
Well,
Trilla.
yeah, it was made by the same developers of Titanfall
Knights of
2, so-
Knights of the Old Republic 2. So that's why everything's actually competently made.
Well, no. Chris Avellone, head writer of KOTOR 2, gave some ideas, but like let's not put all the success on him. He's a great writer, but you know.
Isn't he? I
it's
thought
not
he was the
just
head
him.
writer of the game.
Well, what I was
He's not-
actually
he
going to
gave
say,
some
is that
ideas.
what I actually was going to say is that it
Who
was
wrote the
the
game?
same developers as Titanfall 2. So,
All right, let me look this up. Who actually wrote the game? Because if it's not Chris.
it will probably tell you.
After six,
were Chris Avellone,
how do you guys think
Aaron
the Jedi Fallen
Contreras,
Order sequel will turn out?
Probably
Matt
terrible.
Vets and Megan Fauci.
It's having a sequel? Oh dear.
I don't know how it's gonna
Oh,
play it.
I'm actually excited for that.
I'm scared.
I want to see a trailer first. After than that, I'll base my opinions on it. 'Cause
Yeah, well, one of the right.
I am a huge consumer. I will
basing
buy it.
after it's basing after like they stopped working on EA Battlefront or they worked on Jedi Fallen Order, went back to EA Battlefront 1, stopped working on EA Battlefront 1 to work on Squadrons. Now they're working on a Jedi Fallen Order sequel.
Oh,
and then
shoot, we have to talk about Squadrons too.
No, we
Squadron-
really don't.
We
I
don't.
don't-
Yay.
We don't talk about that.
Oh, by the way, Airborne, what does your brother think about Fallen Order?
I don't know if he's played it.
How do you not know he's played it? Aren't you both like Star Wars fanatics?
Yeah, I suppose we are.
Oh, hey, by the way, guys, his brother doesn't like the prequels.
Oh no! Now we got to commit assassination.
Hey, let's be fair. He likes Revenge of the Sith a lot.
Well, that's fine.
That's okay. I'll accept that. I do not like my Phantom Menace
Okay.
Attack of Clone hate,
Last,
but
last time we talked to him, he said the Phantom Menace and Attack of the Clones were 6 out of 10.
Hey, well, that's better.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
better
yeah.
than giving. That's still better than saying it's the worst thing ever made and putting it at like a 12 or 11 place on your chart.
He also
It's
gave
better than
Force Awakens
Cosmonauts Records.
4, which is kind of disappointing.
Oh, Cosmonauts ranking made me. Have you seen Confused Matthew's like rating for each of the Star Wars movies?
No.
Guys,
It's
I
not-
think we're getting a bit off topic here.
I will enjoy watching him suffer and explode.
Okay, let's say are we still on Fallen Order? Or are we moving on to Rise of Skywalker?
No, Squadrons.
What do you guys think about Vader's appearance in Fallen Order? Like, what do you think of his
Great.
entrance? I love that they
Really
played Anakin's dark deeds, which shows at least they love the prequels.
Well,
I feel like he's kind of overpowered.
I mean,
in
Vader is
Fallen Order.
overpowered,
like,
though.
The stuff that he does is just kind of outside of his range.
really?
Like
He's
it just kinda-
I agree. He's impossible to like destroy his defenses because each time I tried to attack him, he would.
It just kind of feels like masturbatory Vader.
Yeah, it's in the video game. It's in the game. It's actually impossible to fight him and beat him.
It is, but I mean, it would make sense that Cal could not.
Oh,
be
yeah,
Darth
of
Vader.
course.
But like, it just kind of feels like,
Well,
okay.
I like him. I like him because he's not Vader comics immortal. He's
Oh, he's not that good. Thank you.
yeah. He's not jumping
I
around
like it.
kicking
It
you.
kind of feels sort of like it kind of feels like the one sort of fan servicey moment in Fallen Order, whereas the rest felt very tasteful and almost like there's a really good reference to Rebels.
There's a really good reference to Grievous.
Really well.
Yeah.
I can respect Fallen Order
Aiken-
for trying to fix what's it called? They tried to fix the TFA the best they could, but TFA left them with nothing to work with.
Wait,
Nothing.
who did?
But they made a mission where you go to Ilum.
When Ilum turned into Starkiller Base.
Yeah.
It doesn't get turned into Starkiller base in the game, but it starts looking like it.
Yeah. I mean, like it tries.
When you go to the atmosphere, like in
It's like
space in the
Robot, but
atmosphere.
a bit better.
Yeah, also him like making the lightsaber in the cave and like you get to choose your own color and you just go out and you wreck an entire platoon of stormtroopers right after that. That was so satisfying.
I think my favorite combo or attack in Jedi Fallen Order is when you get your double-bladed saber, you take it apart and do like a you make an X and slam down.
You just smack him.
Because
Yeah,
it's
pretty
a good attack, and it's a good attack, and it also dismembers your enemy. It's the best against use those black thingies, those buff black robots.
Purge troopers.
Yes, Purge troopers
You know
are
what?
a nightmare.
I was expecting Commander Cody to be in the game because like the Purge troopers represented like the second airborne dude. So it's like, oh my god, it's Commander Cody.
I'm pretty sure some Purge troopers are 501st troopers.
Well, no, they all have like American accents though.
Oh,
0.
Unless they're all Battlefront 2 guys, where they just sound like.
Yeah, I really dislike how they didn't put Cal Kestis or Purge troopers in Battlefront 2 for at least the final update. Like, come on.
It would have been awesome.
No, why would they?
No Cal Kestis, no being able to choose at least like pre-made costumes. Can't do that. You don't have
Oh.
the purge
Yeah,
super
I mean,
sniper.
Jedi Fallen Order, 12 out of 10 game.
12 out of 10. Come on.
Like, would it be a stretch to
Nah,
say it's better
it's-
than the Force
it's an
Unleashed
8.
2? It's better than the Force Unleashed 2.
To be
Oh,
fair,
everything is better
most
than
things
Force
are
Unleashed
better
2.
than that game.
Does it
So many
have
things are
does
better.
it have Euphoria physics?
I don't know.
Well,
I
do you
don't
guys think
really
it?
care,
Do you
though.
guys think it compares to as good as the Force Unleashed 1 was?
Does it have
Yes.
Euphoria physics?
I don't know, and I do not care.
I mean, Euphoria physics aren't everything. I'd argue that in some places, Revenge of the Sith games combat is like more realistic.
Look, I'm not saying that Euphoria physics make game good, but it kind of make
It
game
make
good.
game good. We understand.
Well,
Jedi Fallen Order has
look-
this type of combat. It's definitely not like Battlefront 2 EA's combat where you're when you attack, you're forced to move and not move in the direction you want to move. So it's kind of impossible to have a duel because whenever you have a duel, you get struck back.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, well, anyway, like it's having Euphoria physics makes it better. Like it just like it's
well, listen, it's a great game, and you're wrong if you disagree.
it's a good game, yes, but I refuse to believe that it has better gameplay than a game that has Euphoria physics for your force pushes. Let me put it this way: they would really needed to have like screwed up the gameplay on the Force Unleashed 2 in order for it to be inferior. If it has that much of a superior like physics engine to use.
So, Rise of Skywalker?
Hold on, let me just check this. Jedi Fallen Order Euphoria physics. Like it probably doesn't have it, but like see if they try to emulate or something. Why are there so few people talking? Did like everyone leave? No, there's plenty.
No, one thing I wish they did for PS5 is since the original.
All right, let's see here. Physical animations in Jedi Fallen Order. Sounds like they tried very hard.
I mean, the ragdoll physics are pretty good, I guess.
Let's see here. So they actually have. Oh wow! So it's actually like. Okay, well I can see how this is actually. All right. Oh, nice. This is something This is what's missing. All right, Airborne. If you ever want to hear me like praise something that isn't modern, I mean isn't old,
is
modern. This physical animation shit, where they like blend physics with an animation, that's like the one thing that was like really missing from like early 2000 games. Like if a character would like fall over and like get back up, it would be like this little jerk thing where they go from like looking as though they have absolutely no control over their body to like now I'm back, I'm standing again. You know, like this seems to be like way more dynamic here. Like I see Cal Kestis climb some bullshit, and it seems this is interesting. Well, it doesn't seem.
Also, I'd say Jedi Fallen Order. People call it Star Wars Dark Souls. I'd say it's more Star Wars Sekiro than Star Wars Dark Souls.
It doesn't look like it's as. Well, let me just put it this way: if this system works like this as it does, it's probably the next best thing to Euphoria. It might be even a little bit better.
Yes. It's like two bars from being as good as Euphoria physics.
Yeah. Like it's Euphoria physics. Like to be fair, it is from 2008, so it might actually be improved by now. If you guys ever wonder why GTA 5 is such garbage and why everybody like dies like a loser in that game, and it's like they no longer it's anywhere that's good. Well, first off, it's because they were lazy, but also it's because they lost the rights to Euphoria physics. And fucking believe it or not, but some obscure generic, like Japanese phone app company got the rights to Euphoria Physics, and they made this really bad game called Bouncing or Clumsy Ninja. And that's the ultimate fate of the Euphoria Physics engine, is that it was just used by some stupid fucking phone app company.
All right.
Neat.
I guess we just ought to move on to
All right,
Rise of Skywalker and Galaxy of Adventures. Next Squadron.
Rise of Skywalker.
Visuals
the
on
fan
the
service was once again. There's a lot of.
Okay, there are actual good
Alright,
things about it.
So let's talk about the good things. The good things that the brother or son or whatever of Porkins dies. We have an actual intimidating First Order officer guy who does
General Pride.
Yes, who General White's Pride worldwide final solution holocaust of people.
We get to open the mystery boxes.
Jesus Christ! I just realized how fucking on the nose he. Do you think?
I mean, I just want to remind you that Rise of Skywalker was made with green screen in the desert. He actually wasted everybody's time of taking people out to the desert and using green screen. You could have just used green screen to make it look like they were going to the desert.
Hey guys, do you think that you think J.J. Abrams wrote General Pride when he was like when he was like in the Jewish church, like, and they were like talking about
The Jewish.
I don't know what the place is called. Like
It's called a synagogue.
Oh, synagogue. Jesus, synagogue. Oh, so that's what that is. Oh, I thought it was just like a giant church, but I thought that's what synagogue meant. But oh well. But yeah, like it's all right. So
the Battle of Exegol is such a mess that's actually laughable.
it's General Pride. Like anyway, Richard E. Grant plays him excellently.
Yes.
We have a legendary, absolute, fantastic character played by Mary, or whoever that guy is in real life. So that's good. Then we have Lord of the Rings actors. That guy.
It's crazy because it's crazy how bad the Rise of Skywalker is. Like I said it before, it's like Jenga bricks. You nitpick this one part about it.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
How about a holdover maneuver? Do some real damage.
Oh come on, it's 1 in a million.
Okay, he was
Can we,
really
just, can, we,
stupid.
can we all appreciate how like not that guy aged?
Who?
The Mary actor.
I have no idea who that is.
The Lord of the Rings, Mary.
I have never seen Lord of the Rings.
Wait,
What?
Wait, how old is he?
Ban him. Ban
in that
him.
movie?
Find him, kill him.
Hang.
But how old is he in Rise of Skywalker?
Wait, who?
I don't know, like 40, I guess. I don't know.
I lost track of the conversation. Who were we talking about?
Lord of.
We're talking about the good things in Rise of Skywalker.
Which is hard.
Rose wasn't part of it.
Mary took a brandy book.
Oh wait,
Alright.
there we go. It retconned a lot of the Last Jedi to piss them off, so that was fun.
That was funny.
Like,
Yeah,
Patrick Willow-
Ryan. I
Patrick
swear,
Willow-
Ryan must have been raging like hell when he watched Rise of Skywalker.
Patrick
Knowing that
Williams when he got angry at J.J. Abrams and everyone retweeted, but Patrick, it's a movie about space wizards intended for children.
he got mad because
And then he got mad at them.
Like, no, this is different.
He is Dominic Bernard Patrick Luke Monaghan. He's 43. Oh, he looks excellent for that age. Good job.
Like the example of like Rise of Skywalker, like it just shows that like everybody has a threshold for movies. It's like back when there was that faction, it was like, guys, there are no bad Star Wars movies. All movies are good in their own way.
no.
And we need to learn to
You can like a bad movie like The Rise of Skywalker. and you shouldn't feel ashamed, but you shouldn't go saying stuff like, "Oh, but the prequel did this," because it's basically just whataboutism.
Don't interrupt.
Okay.
God damn it! This fucking hell, Turf Nation, man, fucking hell.
Yep. Like, I mean, there's like,
Turf
everybody
Nation,
saw The Last Jedi.
guys.
And
Turf Nation commented on our stream we did on him a week or two ago. I basically told him, stop being such a idiot, and just stop saying if you don't want people to constantly counter every single thing you say,
then stop saying dumb stuff.
Yeah, and he basically he just responded with like an unhappy with an unhappy emoji, trying to emotionally guilt trip me. Fantastic.
Yeah, I mean, but just like with the people like Patrick, it's just like when they all basically excuse The Last Jedi for being a total disaster by saying like, oh, don't talk about the logic and just focus on the themes. And just,
Like,
I mean, at the same time, Patrick tries to pretend like he's this smart genius.
Yeah, it's just like
Patrick thinks he's just smart.
If you want to be a dead brain consumer who doesn't think about the movies you consume, that is perfectly fine. But you can just go around and then say Rise of Skywalker is like some sort of cinematic disaster after you defended a movie as horrible as TLJ. You can't do both.
People like Patrick are a special kind of jackass as well.
You're watching movies wrong.
Well, not that. It's more the I will not argue about this at all kind of thing. Like he never talked to EFAP or
Now,
any.
if you think the scene in Last Jedi is with the sea cow is bad, then you have boring taste, and I don't want to be your friend.
Yeah, that's
I don't want to be friends with you.
Like, I'm pretty sure Smart Boy made a video on him because of that.
Yeah, like he made a pretty good video on him being a hypocrite. By the way, guys, I have watched part of their George Lucas is not a good director. I mean, it was not a bad director stream. It's really awful. We're gonna have to make a video about that probably, but I'm gonna have to edit it together.
It's mostly Shiny being an ass.
What, Shiny being a... Well, Glib is also a cunt in that.
Yeah. Glib thinks he knows what he's talking about in their entire podcast. He has no idea what he's talking about. No idea.
When he talks, I want to gauge out
I'm
my eyes.
afraid over that video.
He said, he unironically said,
and George made the prequels. It should have taken more time to prepare, but it didn't do that and just rushed forward with the script and all that shit.
And I was just like, who are you? What? I'm beginning to think that George Lucas turned down his dad for a job or something, and therefore he's got like complete resentment for him. Because if you guys don't know, Glib's father, he's like this famous set designer. Well, not famous, but like he's one of those set designer guys who shows up for like most major productions. So I'm beginning to think that is like the reason why he hates him. Like he was like turned down by George Lucas or something. Because Glib has a completely unjustifiable hatred for both George and the prequels. Like it's
EFAP 84.
Like, I do not understand what the fuck his problem is. Like,
Glib facsimile, I don't know what the fuck your problem is.
Yeah, like, cause like it's like,
And if you watch Every Frame of Pause 84, that's probably the worst podcast out of them all because he's being passive aggressive.
Oh my god, EFAP 84 is just a disaster on so many levels.
Oh yeah,
literally, Glib should have been removed. He should have been removed.
Absolutely. Should not have been.
Yeah.
He did not. He did not belong. He does not. He does not deserve to be part of that discussion. Frankly, like he's
I'm
not.
surprised Anomaly was able to, be able to handle with all the bullshit he was saying.
Anomaly is just too nice. If I'm gonna be honest with you, he said that there was nothing. There was absolutely nothing that he there any respect I
Wouldn't
have.
he wouldn't even let him finish what he was saying. No. You need to understand that this.
Any respect I had for the guy just evaporated when I saw that stream. Like it just evaporated.
Wait, respect for who?
Gleb.
Oh, Gleb. I didn't know you have respect for him in the first place.
I had respect for him because he was like, my father was on a lot of sets. I actually got to meet Arnold Schwarzenegger, blah, 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 blah. I know shit about movies. I have like a background with film. And he actually said a lot of smart things. But then when he came to the prequels, he just became insane. Like even more so than other normal people. Like, I don't even hate John Wick as much as he hates the prequels. Like, I don't get it. It's weird.
Wait, you hate John Wick?
I'm with Rise of Skywalker because I feel like there's really nothing to say about it.
Can we go to Can we go to a Galaxy of Adventures then like Squadrons?
Galaxy.
Both of Galaxy
Yeah.
Adventures is really good.
Aside from that Leia one,
Star
the
Wars
animation
Squadron
is really good.
Boring.
Um,
Oh my god, the anime-esque animation for. Okay.
The anime-esque animation, what?
The anime-esque animation of Star Wars A Galaxy of Adventures is really slick.
What is that?
It's like a series of shorts on this YouTube channel, apparently made for kids. But like
The anime
animation
deaths
is so
are
good.
really brutal. Like I get kids can handle death, but holy shit!
Wait,
Is this
it's
for
an
kids?
actual show?
No,
It's
it's
a
a
short-
series of little they're like very short little things. Let me show you.
Also, one thing I like that Disney did is they gave Ahmed Best his own show. That's probably the best decision they did by giving Ahmed Best his own show.
wait, they did. Let me look this up.
It's a kid show though. It's like a type of kid event thing, similar to how Disney on their channel would host
Sorry,
things.
Is it like
obviously able to
Star
discuss-
like the Star Wars Jedi Temple Challenge?
Yes,
those
something
cool.
like that.
All right.
Hey, he's Ahmed Best, so he deserves it.
Yes, definitely.
He doesn't deserve it because he's Osman Bey.
No, and I'm saying because all he's done, all he's been through, he deserves. Mr. Binks is a good. Let me say right now, Mr. Binks is a good character, unironically. All right, can we agree on that?
Of course. Why would I not? What are all these dogs doing here? All right. This whole thing just feels like a very unfruitful effort. Like trying to find good things in the sequels is trying to like find a needle in a haystack. Once you found it, it's not really nice anyway. I mean, the cinematography is occasionally good, but it's like, who cares if the story doesn't matter? Like I mean, most movies are better than, like the Room is way better than the sequel trilogy. Not just because the Room is more entertaining, but because the actual like plot of the Room is like far superior to, like it's about friends, like conflict, blah 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 blah. Sure, the execution is hilarious, but still is about that, and they get it across reasonably well. Like if you stop laughing,
I do not like Disney Star Wars as a whole. Like everything that seems real, like people try to say Kathleen Kennedy doesn't ruin Star Wars. Kathleen Kennedy doesn't have an agenda. If you look at anything that doesn't have her involvement, it at least has a smidgen of. It has its at least is a bit has that small tiny part of being good or even great.
But the ones she does have her hands on.
Like you can tell she had her hands in Rogue One. She definitely made Forces of Destiny. Definitely made Forces of Destiny. What else? Literally, it's crazy because when they bought Star Wars, it really seems like they just wanted to ruin the franchise as soon as they bought it. Decanonizing,
There are dumbasses that and
they
end of
canceled
story.
TCW.
What the fuck is that sound in the background?
I think someone's getting abused.
It's just like, what the fuck is that? Yeah, it definitely is. Like, it's
They first canceled TCW. They decanonized the entire expanded universe, which is gonna cause a lot of inconsistencies, especially with stuff like Infinities.
They were just idiots that much.
I mean, Kathleen Kennedy definitely wanted to destroy Star Wars. No one ever convinced me that that's not the case, but
And season 7 got Disneyfied, so only a small part of it was at least had a bit of being cool. It's sad. Like, I'd say Star Wars is almost dead at this point. Like, they're
Well,
lucky to have.
I mean, The Mandalorian season 2 being absolute trash.
Yes. Like, I think The Mandalorian is probably the only thing that's keeping OG Star Wars fans still liking Star Wars.
Well,
'Cause
that.
I'm
What is that?
I'm just about done with Disney just Star Wars as a whole, to be honest.
I mean, frankly, like
Next.
after my video series, I'll probably cease to talk about it entirely. Honestly,
It's just sad how bad this franchise is getting raped. Like, people like sequel trilogy, that's fine with me. I don't care. I do not care, and they should not feel ashamed to like the sequel trilogy. Just don't.
okay.
Yeah, somebody is definitely getting abused.
Yep.
Well, I guess like the last thing to talk about would be Clone Wars season 7.
Clone Wars. The finale is like the only. That finale is like the only reason why that season was released.
Yeah, like I wouldn't even consider it all that great, but it's the only arc that's even worth a damn. The animation for season 7 is like godlike.
It's very good. I was surprised when I watched the first episode. Like,
But
the shading and lighting.
Yes.
Like the thing is that you have a okay arc, a terrible arc, and a really good arc, but it's not a masterpiece.
No,
And
the people are saying like Star Wars: Clone Wars season 7 is like the most
and then there's people like Shea Phillips who say that it's a masterpiece and and Martez Sisters is worse than Jordan. I'm sorry, but at least the Droid
arc is like the worst arc in the entire show.
Shane Phillips Productions says that Revenge of the Sith should be. He's one of those guys who says Revenge of the Sith should be reanimated in Clone Wars styles to be, actually.
No. He didn't say that. He said it should be redone by the Clone Wars team, which is just like.
I love TCW, but no, because it's gonna be the same thing, but with the voice acting.
But like, the reason like the Clone Wars team wouldn't dare touch the prequels. They love the prequels. They think they're great as is.
No, but I'm saying, but if it were to happen, it would just be Revenge of the Sith with the same plot, same characters, with different voice acting, and it's animated.
But it would be the better like I love.
I don't care.
Anakin would be more likable. Anakin would be likable, and Padme would be a real character.
Like, I think there's no hiding. Shea Phillips has a bias towards George.
Oh
He's
yeah,
still a really
Shane
good
hates
YouTuber.
Shane Phillips. I'm pretty sure Shane Phillips hates George Lucas.
No, I don't think he hates him. I think just kind of like one of those people who's like, yeah, George Lucas isn't really that great guy.
He's one of those guys who thinks not hate him, but thinks like
I wouldn't be surprised if he thinks that A New Hope was saved in the edit.
Yeah,
I would
that's
not
one of those guys.
Maybe, probably.
He made
that's
pretty
common
many times.
Anomaly was way too nice to Goldman. Way too nice.
I mean, the Goldman actually has a really good video on Revenge of the Sith.
Goldman
It's a
isn't
positive.
that terrible, but he's still bad.
I'll say this: he's a really good person, but he has some terrible videos. Oh,
Siege of Mandalore has really soured on me over time. What if I'm going to say one thing? Like the last 5 minutes or so are
Oh yeah.
fucking
The
perfect.
Vader scene. The Vader. I never thought.
The
I
build
always
of the
used to
Vader
look on.
scene and burying the dead. Like not only is like the music is fantastic, the shots are fantastic. Like there are like 31 shots from in like the last 5 minutes. Each one of them is gorgeous.
Like I never like I always used to like when season 6 got canceled. Like, dang, never gonna see Darth Vader in TCW. I used to always see. Maybe there's something that is leaked about Vader showing up in TCW, and
yeah,
he looks amazing too. And seeing his eye
Vader
makes
in
me
Star
think.
Wars: The Clone Wars looks absolutely fantastic.
I agree. He doesn't look that bad in Rebels either.
I think the hate for Star Wars Rebels Vader is over exaggerated.
Like he actually looks pretty.
Let me look up Clone Wars Vader again because I might have forgotten.
Like also was this after Twilight the Apprentice when he goes to?
Oh yeah, he looks great.
No. He like when he goes to that planet, and that's like a couple months after after the Clone Wars ends.
Okay. I mean, but Rebels is a few months after the Clone Wars too.
Rebels is like
Rebels is 15 years after the Clone Wars.
Yeah, it's like 4 years before like the start of A New Hope.
Are you the big stupid?
Yes.
Look, the Disney is the big stupid.
Yeah, no, I mean, like, I don't think that scene, as amazing as it is, was worth the entirety of Clone Wars.
I really would like. You could just go on YouTube and look up Darth Vader, Star Wars: The Clone Wars, Darth Vader scene, and get the same amount of
two great
enjoyment.
episodes from Star Wars: The Clone Wars Season 7, those being The Phantom Apprentice and Victory and Death. Episodes 9 and 11 are decent. Bad Batch is whatever. Martez is garbage.
I really wish that we got Delta Squad arc instead of a Bad Batch arc.
Oh, yeah. Oh, another thing to say: the music is a big step up from the rest of the Clone Wars. Like even in the dreaded Martez arc, the music's actually good. It's definitely more. It syncs up with the scene a lot better. It's more akin to the classic John Williams stuff instead of the more Kevin Kiner type of music.
I mean, Kevin
Kiner is underrated.
A lot of the music was kind of. A lot of the music in the other seasons was still pretty good. Like when Ahsoka leaves, that music was great.
My favorite Kevin Kiner song is "Slick Fight" and the Clone.
The only time where it could actually like compare to the movies.
My favorite Kevin Kiner song is the "Slick Fight" and the Clones theme. It's really good.
Oh yeah, the Clones theme. Ahsoka Leaves is also.
Ahsoka Leaves is amazing.
Really, and not to sound like most people who hate TCW, but I really hate how season 7 just makes that scene meaningless too.
What scene? Oh,
people are gonna watch that scene and then
it's not season 7's fault though. It's Rebels' fault.
Yes, Rebels too.
I mean,
like people are gonna watch that scene and be like,
it's the best scene in the entire show. And it's absolutely fantastic. It is like it's like one of my favorite scenes in all of Star Wars. Although probably not in my top 10, maybe.
What scene?
The one where Ahsoka leaves the Jedi Order. Yeah,
that's
amazing.
It is brilliant.
It's my favorite. It's one of my favorite scenes in the Clone Wars and Star Wars as a whole. There's too many great ones from the movies themselves.
Well, what's one scene in TCW that's in your top 10? There has to be at least one scene.
That's probably it right there. That one. And then, but like, it's just then Star Wars Rebels had to come along, and it was like,
and also, Star Wars Rebels does a really bad job at
Chancellor.
I mean, I get it's supposed to do the Rise of the Rebellion, but come on, you're all supposed to be doing the Rise of the Empire, and we know the Rise of the Empire or and all that shit.
Why did we ever have to have the Siege of Mandalore like exist in the canon? Why couldn't it just have ended with season 5
or 6?
No, I just mean like Ahsoka's journey could have ended with season 5.
Yeah,
If it had ended right there, it would have like she would probably
There are only 6 seasons of TCW.
like she would probably still be like in my top 5 favorite Star Wars characters. But season
I-
7 and Rebels
Well, there's one thing I like about TCW is that it brought another thing I like about TCW is that it brought Delta Squad back to the canon. Even though
yeah, that's true. But we should probably be focusing on season 7.
Del-
but it's the only
Delta
Disney
Squad
season.
should have been Bad Batch. Enough said.
They should have had showed up in season 7 a real mission. That would have been great.
Yeah, they should have. The problem with the other two, the problem with season 7 is how disconnected it is.
Also, I just want to say Bad Batch. The Bad Batch's existence makes no sense because the Kevin Owens don't like clones that are different. Clones
yeah,
that have been.
they would have exterminated. I even think
they would have.
In Legends, they had the Republic Commandos, which are like
No, the Republic Commandos were like enhanced on
Commandos were like no class ARC troopers who were saved by Cal
would have been
Dorado.
killed, which is why even though I love 99, I just think of him a bit of a plot hole because I just think of like wouldn't he been
I love
killed a long
99.
time ago?
Great payoff.
I mean, he's just like a maintenance clone, you know?
Because it said like the defective clone
99 is entirely different from the Bad Batch.
99 is like I'm sure his life was saved by Shaak Ti.
Yeah, it's that too. Only when the Jedi came in, that's when they became maintenance clones. But before the Jedi, they just
euthanized
clones,
them.
they just killed them. They just killed them off and like reused their bodies for more clones. At least
No,
in
but if like the thing is, if they saw Echo, they would have tore his body apart, body part by body part, analyzed what's in there.
Yeah, they would have absolutely murdered Echo.
Oh yeah.
Which makes me think, why wouldn't they do this?
I think Bad Batch is entirely like it would have made it completely worth it if like the Bad Batch was on assignment during Mandalore.
yeah.
Like they were tasked with like hunting Rex and Ahsoka throughout the ship.
Yeah,
That would've been
they
awesome.
On the talk of this is Star Wars, what do you guys think about, or do you guys have any hopes for the Bad Batch show?
I've heard that the animation is supposed to be like out of this world, insane,
Please,
cutting
please,
edge.
please just replicate
insanity.
TCW. Please just replicate TCW.
Yeah.
What?
I just want them to replicate TCW's art style, please.
They're gonna do that. Like, there's no way to do it.
I
But
trust
that's
Filoni,
basically what I've
so
heard
I'll
about
give it
them.
a chance, but I trust Filoni, but not Disney.
Yeah, but it's pretty much how I feel. Filoni's only going to be like producing the show, though, which
Oh,
according
no, who's
to
gonna
the
be-
AI core means he's not even going to be part of it.
Okay, I want to know who's even gonna be writing it. I need to know the writer.
Let me check again.
Because I checked before and it only said all the executive producers, so now I'm scared. Let's see.
Literally, Filoni
Director
and
would be Amma Lily Amirpour, who I want to know what she.
literally, like the only good people in Disney staff, Disney and Lucasfilm are Dave Filoni and Jon Favreau. There's so much proof of Disney staff who shouldn't have their jobs.
So Amma Lily has, as a director, she has done. Let's see
Hold on,
here.
I'm looking up the writers. Okay, so one of the guys wrote the one of the guys Matt Mitchovitz, he wrote the Umbara arc, which was amazing, but he also wrote
Well, let me check again.
He wrote in Bar Arc and what else?
He wrote some of the better episodes of Rebels, like the one where the clones came back.
The writer is going to be Jennifer Corbett. The director
No, it's
is
like-
the director on IMDb.
It says like no, I'm on Wikipedia. It says like Jennifer Corbett and Matt Matrovich. And Matt. Okay, so he wrote some of the better episodes for Clone Wars.
And
he
Rebels?
did- okay, for Clone Wars, he did the Citadel arc, and the Umber arc, and like the Bad Batch arc. So he's
Citadel's kind of a mixed bag.
but
You either like Citadel or just think it's man.
I mean, it's alright.
I like Citadel. It's pretty cool.
Ty-
The
no,
whole
Ty
thing
Gruder-
with Nexus route is kind of stupid, but everything else is fine.
Let's see.
What do you guys think about the Todd Gruder Slaves arc? What do you guys think about Togruta slaves?
The slave arc, you mean?
Togruta slaves.
Oh, Taruga slave. Oh no! Oh no! Jennifer
What?
wrote episodes for Star Wars Resistance. We're screwed.
Let's see here.
Uh,
Bad Batch.
She only wrote 3, so maybe what else did we-
Hello. From who are those constant sounds coming? Crap
It's-
dealer.
it's dealer.
Fuck. Come on, man.
Oh
Uh,
no.
The
Oh
Bad
no.
Batch. Let's see here. Brad Rao is going to be one of the directors. What is Brad?
Brad Rao, he did some episodes for Star Wars Rebels. We also did Star Wars Resistance. Okay, that's 2 Star Wars Resistance crew members, so we're kind of screwed. The show is screwed.
I think. Well, Pro Hard. Imagine Bad Batch being like Rebels. Some good
He did
episodes.
do
some
Siege of
terrible.
Lothal, which was a good episode, and he did Protector of Conquered Dawn. So he
And he
did
did
do
Rebels.
2 good Rebels episodes, but the other ones he did weren't really that great.
And then Star Wars Resistance.
Whatever. I mean, Star Wars Resistance is disgusting.
I despise Resistance and everything about it. Worst thing with the Star Wars name.
Okay,
It's
hopefully
it's just as bad as the sequels. I'd argue.
Star Wars Resistance, absolutely not.
I just hate
hopefully,
it just as
hopefully my
much.
boy Matt can like carry both of them. Carry both
Wait,
of them.
wait,
and
wait,
Brad
who's the
can
guy
learn
again?
how to write again.
What's his name?
Matt was the writer. Matt Mitchovitz. He wrote the Umbar arc. So, okay, so as long
Matt Mitchovitz.
I mean,
Let's
but
see.
who asked for a Bad Batch show?
You guys are fun.
He was
Alright.
right after the Citadel arc, the Umbar arc, and part of the Bad Batch arc. So he's got some good stuff and he's got some bad stuff.
oh, he also written Jedi Fallen Order.
Let's see here. He was Cecil Fall Part 2. Okay. Legend of the Lasat. All right. Steps into Shadow. Ghost of Geonosis. Oh, he did Iron Squadron. Ugh.
Oh,
What's Iron Squadron?
Iron
That
Squadron.
was bad.
Oh, so
I've
he
never
did
seen
Zero
it.
Hour Part 2, and he did In the Name of the Rebellion Part 2. So
I've never seen Iron Squadron. What is it?
It's bad. Don't watch it. I mean, don't.
Is
don't
it a show?
It was it was a terrible episode. It didn't. It was about like the main commander, like the rebels commander's nephew, and his own like personal rebellion with his like teenage friends, and it was so stupid.
Wait,
Oh, yeah, we're talking about.
but- what for Star Wars Resistance? I don't know. What is it called? Like,
no, Star Wars
where's-
Rebels. We're talking about Star Wars Rebels, not Resistance.
oh yeah.
So yeah, it says Matt also worked on Jedi Fallen Order. I'm trying to see if I can find it.
that's awesome.
So what I'm getting at is that it may have some good. It may have some good, better than Rebels, but it may also have some bad.
Bad Batch is gonna be like just an inferior version of the Clone Wars, but better than Rebels.
Like, come on! You have the chance to have something like how Darth Vader would get specific arcs and commanders to hunt down clone commandos, basically doing something similar to the Rise of the Empire. A show
Yeah, I
about
mean, that
commanders
could-
trying
that
to
could
escape
work.
the wrath of
I
the
think
Empire.
Another thing about Bad Batch show is that it could like give otherwise mediocre characters like some real personality.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like
I
yeah,
hate
maybe
Retro, and I
maybe they could do something about the Empire trying to hunt Bad Batch
Like,
because
A show
some
about
clones.
Hunter Crosshair and Tech could be cool, but a show about Hunter Crosshair, Tech, and Wrecker, I don't.
Wrecker is basically the buff guy from Team Fortress 2. I know he's just a
Not even good.
personality. He's just. I like things blow up.
now laugh.
He has one funny moment where like he predicts the gunship blowing up and says boom like that. That kind of made me chuckle a little bit. But everything else is just like boom, explosion. Yeah.
Oh my. All right, I'm about to head out now.
Yeah, I think we're pretty much done here. We've kind of gotten to the end of the Disney timeline.
Well,
There's still Star Wars Squadron, but that's just boring.
Nobody
I
else
saw,
talked about Star Wars Squadrons.
I saw that gameplay. It's like,
I'm pretty sure Squadrons failed too.
yay, we won. All right, I'm.
It was bad, and then they come with these stupid pronouns.
I'm about to like go place like not try to sleep, but also sleep. Have fun, boys.
Okay. Well, I think we're done. I just want to say Squadrons terrible, terrible gameplay, terrible story, terrible everything. Lupus.